Jackson horse guy.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the reason.
So podcast time is starting.
We're gonna do an introduction. Bobbler, do you want to do that, or does Joe want to do it?
Joe has to do it. And I'll just yell.
Jesus.
Take
Alright,
two.
Chunky Nuts podcast, the first ever one, and we're starting it live here on this YouTube channel that you'll be seeing it on soon. Well, we'd like to introduce ourselves. My name's Joe. We have Mary.
Howdy, howdy.
We have Bobbler.
I'm a horse! And I rolled a 9. Suck it, Trebek.
We got Legend of Zelda, who goes by Dean.
What's poppin'?
And we got Usuh Dude.
That's sad, dude.
What's it?
And yeah, we're gonna start this by going over what topics we'd like to talk about. So we're gonna send it over to the first topic of choice, and let's hear it from somebody.
The biggest fucking pine cone you've ever seen.
Oh, Sadu just left.
We already lost
couldn't
one
handle it.
person from our podcast. He'll be around.
I'm sure it's just technical difficulties.
No, he wants to do his intro, where he just pops back in. It's like, Asadi?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Seriously, though?
you gotta hit your space, by the way, when you're ready.
Okay.
Alright, so our first topic of choice. We're gonna start off by, what do people think of the multiverse? Do you think it's possible?
Multiverse?
Of course it's possible. Of course it's
Obviously.
possible. Obviously.
But let's say we go into the multiverse, right, theory here. That would
What the
mean
hell's
that at
multiverse?
that it essentially means that there are multiple universes going on all at the same time. So like one decision I make, there's also a universe where there's a person that made the exact opposite choice.
That doesn't make sense because I only make the perfect choice.
Okay, but there's other
So-
universes, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
all of me are
you're-
perfect.
like, you have different selves in different universes. And they're all, like, living different lives than you. You know?
So, are you talking about at one time, and there's a universe where I have popcorn?
So
Yeah.
there's a universe where I'd be happy?
Yes.
Yes.
They're, like, yeah, that's the multiverse, you know?
Yep.
I want popcorn now.
And that is the
Well, you gotta-
multiverse. So you all think that it's, well, Bobbler, we're getting at, you're not too sure about it. Mary, you think it's very real.
Oh, absolutely.
See, we run into the thing like, if the multiverse does exist, then time travel is very relevant at that point.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't exist, then we lose
I'm sure there are
time
universes
travel.
where technology is far superior than what we have right now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, with
I'm
every-
I'm a horse. Wait, how did I die? I wasn't even in a bomb.
Remember, we're not
It's 'cause you
talking about the
didn't
game.
do multiverse.
Oh, darn it.
Someone
Straight-
just went
straight
into
into
that.
Hey, we're not talking about the game, bro.
Oh, yeah, we're not. But so the multiverse, let's say it does exist, and let's say, what do you guys think is going on differently in the multiverse? You said you were happy already, Zelda.
Oh.
You think there's
Well,
a
that'll just
life
be
like
moving,
that?
but, I mean, I'm sure-
Aside it.
I'm sure
Well,
there are
that was
universes where
interesting.
I'm already dead.
I'm
See,
pretty
that's
sure
a good
most
question.
universes I'm already
Would
dead.
there be universes where you no longer exist, or is life in every universe the same, like your lifespan? Because who knows?
Since
Not
we're going
bad.
on theoretical, I mean, I would assume. Oh fuck.
My bad, I lost internet for a quick sec.
Who
You're good.
knows?
That's okay.
What was the topic? Do we exist outside of this,
We're talking about
Multiverse.
multiverse. It's like multivitamins, but instead of vitamins, it's the universe.
Did you just compare the multiverse to multivitamins?
Yeah,
That he did.
I don't even pay
That he did.
attention what's going on right now.
Yo.
I don't know why it's any different.
Yo,
Both of it's for your health.
I actually think that does exist.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
think it does too. But then we run into the question of, is the lifespan on every multiverse the same, or are there some
My
universes where you're
question
dead?
is there any multiverse where Man Bear Pig exists?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
has
Okay,
to be.
so we agree that there's multiverses, but are we living them all at the same time, or like?
Like, is your lifespan different in other universes? Or
I
are you
can't
like
see another universe where I wouldn't have eaten that B-dubs. To be honest.
Because I think we like there are, and we're I think at the same time. I don't know if we're living them all in the exact same time, or if they're like stacked on top of each other, where it's like one life after the other.
That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good
Yeah,
take.
and what backs up what kind of like solidifies that theory for me is that we've lived past lives is instant is like things like what's it called deja vu, where it's like you've lived like you're looking at it and you're like, I've done this before. Like
Yeah.
where? What if in the other universe or in your past life you've done that same exact thing?
Deja vu is really weird.
Deja vu is.
Because
very
I've
in my
interesting.
had
mind?
some pretty big deja vu moments.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's freaky.
Let's hear Mary's in your mind.
In my mind, deja vu like ties in so like heavily with the multiverse. Like, how else would you explain that?
so what is it, universe overlap?
Yeah.
So
That
your
sounds
guys'
great.
theory on deja vu is okay. I like that. I like
Like,
that.
how else do you explain it? Like, what even is it if you're not
Mhm.
if the universes aren't overlapping with each other?
Yeah, with mine with deja vu,
Yeah, I wonder if that's what it's like
It's-
too.
And
He's
see, that
gone
could also
again.
go into things like reincarnation and stuff.
after
Yeah.
death thing, because I believe that
I just drove in.
it's not just a one and done. Like I believe the whole reincarnation thing and being given chances until we live our lives fully and correctly. And so when I have moments of deja vu, it's like, oh, that's something that I've already experienced before and that I'm just doing over again and
Yeah.
trying to better my choices in life and stuff. That's why I'm like, oh man, like past lives and stuff like that. Deja vu just like freaks me out when it comes to that. Like, oh shit, maybe it's real.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
it's very possible that could be how it is.
That
But I
makes
mean,
Sick.
that's what I love about the the I don't know questions. You have no idea. Let's be real. No one does.
That's why I love science so much too.
Except for,
Like putting in like science and like religion and stuff.
Mm.
Because like
Mhm.
you don't. I believe they can coexist perfect.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
like we
agree with
don't.
that.
Nothing in this world is concrete.
Except
we
for
are
I
still
don't know.
learning.
Concrete's pretty concrete. Yeah.
All right.
There are some things that are very concrete though.
Mm-hmm.
Like an
Like,
apple is an apple. Gravity is gravity.
but okay, so that's a stupid argument because the freaking dark matter is essentially extra pockets of gravity that we can't explain because our variables of how to explain gravity are essentially wrong or we don't know all the information. So gravity isn't even as sound as what we think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe.
No,
Maybe.
that's an
No,
actual.
I'm saying maybe like dark matter has a point in the multiverse too.
No, dark matter isn't even. Dark matter's not like it's not a substance. It's just extra. It's unexplained pockets of gravity.
Exactly, and the multiverse is unexplained. That's what I'm saying. You never know.
No. Now you're just messing up your quantum physics.
Mm. No, if we're going into
Are you a quantum physics expert,
Yeah,
Bobbler?
I didn't know.
Quantum
I
physicist.
mean, I didn't know you took physics in college.
No,
I
if
took a
we're
lot of physics in college.
no, if we're on the topic of multi-universes and stuff, um, what are your thoughts on this being just a simulation,
Like the Matrix.
like the
Elon
Matrix?
Musk actually encourages the idea of the simulation.
Exactly.
It's interesting because the
It's
dude's
it.
usually pretty. Well, I guess I
Yeah.
shouldn't say spot on. Look
Yeah,
at his
he's
balls
spot
are
on
fucking
about
glass.
space and all the shit, but he's gone through a lot of failures to get where he is.
He's an eccentric billionaire.
Yeah.
I would be bummed if this was a simulation because my theory on the simulation is the whole point of a simulation is to experience something that you've never experienced before. You don't go into VR to sit down and do what you're doing at home already. You go into a simulation to experience something that you've never done before. So if this is a simulation, then like how boring is my life outside of this? You know, I
Well,
have a family, I have
It's like
friends
Rick
and
and Morty,
stuff.
where you
Like
play the whole entire life, and then you die when like age 50, you get hit by a piano, and you wake up. Like, that was in real life.
that's why that's why I also like believe in like reincarnation and stuff because it's a simulation theory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're in a simulation. I don't. That's one thing I don't think we are in. I don't the whole reason is because yeah, like you said, so dude, to be in a simulation you should feel some joy. And
Yeah.
you only get joy every once in a good while here. It's
Mhm.
not like hardcore joy all the time unless joy is an evil thing, really.
And then the whole simulation thing too, that kind of like freaks me out is like, what if that's what dreams are? Like your life outside of the simulation that you're
Dude, I disagree with
remembering.
that because my dreams are fucked up.
Yeah, but see, we don't know what's outside of this life,
We don't. We have no idea.
One time I had a dream that I got I was a glass of freaking milk one time. One time I was in like it was Halo but with aliens.
Isn't that what Halo is?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that Halo already?
That is Halo. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And well, like I was in a Halo vehicle and my friend was there. One time I just didn't have feet. That was my dream.
Well, maybe that's part of the simulation. That's what it is, you know.
Yeah. Like outside of the simulation, we could not know what reality is outside of the simulation, and dreams are just like memories and recalling on events outside of the simulation.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, man.
Now, what if you could jump? We could find like alternate paths to jump different dimensions.
That's DMT.
All right, Joe Rogan. Welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh yeah, that's hardcore.
Huh.
That'd be some
I'm not
crazy
gonna lie, I
stuff.
forgot.
I
Trophies.
did not. I had no idea which one it was because I was just so in.
Yeah, I'm into the podcast.
Huh. All right.
Any other
What do you
takes
guys
on the
think?
multiverse?
Multivitamins.
Mary, we haven't heard from you in a second.
I don't know. I'm thinking, you know.
There's
Like-
your first mistake.
No, 'cause
Learn anything from
I
science?
think about this shit all the time because like
Yeah.
I've had like experiences where it's like, oh, is this like real? Like I feel like I'm not actually like here. I know it sounds really fucking weird, but like I feel like I'm somewhere else while my body is still just like walking around, and I'm like, is like, am I actually living right now? Like, what's happening?
Mm.
Right?
You guys ever been driving and like you leave and then like the next thing you know you're at your destination and you're like, fuck, I don't remember driving here.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah, that would happen to me a lot when I was driving at FedEx, and like I'm driving the same area every single day, and like yeah, I would find myself all of a sudden snapping back into it and be like, wait, there were 3 lights from what light I last remember to where I'm at now, and I don't remember anything in between. What'd you guys think of that blue light out in Hawaii?
Oh, that was unreal.
I don't know.
That
I'm in Michigan. I couldn't see it.
that was crazy.
Yeah, there was a
That
UFO
was
sighting,
crazy.
and it's like all over, and it's like huge, and it, like people swam out because it looked like it straight up crashed into the ocean. So people went out there to go look, and there was nothing.
Well, that seems silly. That's a good way to drown.
Let's see, what was that?
Are we playing a Tron right now?
Yep, but for the UFO, it was just kind of crazy. Oh, I forgot to click the screen. It
That
came.
just, like,
Bojack.
reaffirms my, like, suspicions that aliens exist.
Yeah, but if
like-
aliens
word.
do exist, why haven't they attacked ever?
I mean, would you? What if they don't want to attack?
That's what I'm
Explain
saying.
the-
Is like
explain the
war like
pyramids.
past them.
No. Okay. So the time relativity theory backs why aliens wouldn't attack.
Yeah, is that the whole they're so far advanced and we're so not advanced?
No,
that
I'm
is
talking
that
about.
what
I'm
you're-
talking about. Oh, so time is not a constant that we think it is, based on gravitational pull and other factors. Time actually can be perceived and goes at different rates.
Well, yeah.
On
Mhm.
planet Earth, we age a year in 365 days.
Yeah.
However, you go to planet X, that might be big or whatever. For some reason, you spend an hour on the planet and you've aged 50 years on Earth.
Mhm.
But wouldn't your
essentially-
body still age the same way because your organs are just organs that are gonna go out at a certain time?
No. We're talking. We completely. We've always perceived time as a constant. Is not a constant. It should be in a mathematical equation similar to mass equal or density equals mass over volume. It's an equation. We know density equals mass over volume. Essentially, we always thought time was a constant, kind of like speed of light is c, 9 point or whatever. So what we were thinking of as a constant of time isn't a thing. So on Earth, time might perceive every 10 days here you go 10 days, but on another planet, every 1 day you go 10 days, so it happens faster. Well, when you're out in space, when you're not have a gravitational pull, time is perceived at a different rate than it is here. Slower, actually. So
Yeah,
when
like
you're just
every-
mindlessly
but-
floating in space, you don't age as fast. So
That's
I'm just
where I
saying as a
question that. Like,
fan-
how
no,
so?
but I'm saying
Well,
I mean, that's not confirmed or anything. It's a theory.
it's
Well, I mean-
no, that is confirmed, Joey. It is confirmed. This is a real thing. This is absolutely 100% a real thing. Time is relative to where you are. I don't remember where I was.
Yeah,
I
my-
see.
my
I
whole-
just am sitting here questioning the whole thing of like, why does that determine how your body decays? Is time? Your body decays because it decays. I mean, we have a life expectancy. It's not based
Yeah,
on time.
that's-
It's just our
No,
body
I'm
dies
not.
out.
I'm not saying it's time isn't a constant, like every second is an interval. I'm thinking as time is more of a measurement of rate of decay. And in some environments, your rate of decay increases.
Well,
Other
yeah.
environments, your rate of decay slows down.
Yeah, I could understand that just because like being on Earth and stuff like that, gravity,
on
the
Earth,
the forces
your rate
around
of
us,
decay is
yeah, and then being out there
this.
where some of those forces are now absent, things change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is why like astronauts, their bodies kind of start shutting down on them once they're out there for so long. You know, that's why they need to have exercise and all that stuff while they're there, stuff to
Yeah.
keep their bodies going.
But what I'm saying is, from what we've learned about how time is relevant, actually, because we are a planet, Earth, and we can sit here and we're just kind of tanking home base, we actually will age at a faster rate than a spaceship flying to us. So a spaceship, if they fly, they could get intel on Earth to go
Oh
back
wow,
to their
that's lucky.
planet. Hell, hey, there's monkeys
A
fucking
nice
beating each
rocket.
other with sticks. By the time they come back, we could be at the point of having nuclear weapons.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, let's get back onto the subject of why there hasn't been any like major contact or something like that.
Because I think the time relativity theory gives the advantage to the defense.
Yeah, but
I
if
think
they're
My
that
hard-
advanced, wouldn't they already have figured that out and just worked around it?
That's only assuming there's a fourth dimension.
My whole thing with why I personally don't think that they've come and made contact with us until the huge surge of uh like sightings and stuff like that is because
They
like
don't exist.
they're so far advanced that it's kind of like the same thing of us staring at monkeys from afar.
They're
That
squatting to
we
fly.
we can't.
Yeah, that's my
There's
thing.
no.
I really think that the only reason they don't attack is because we are essentially like a primitive village that like hasn't seen the outside world to them, and they don't want to disturb us and let us do our own thing. That's my theory.
Exactly. It's like us with ants. Like,
Yeah.
why are we gonna sit there and try to communicate with ants?
I've tried to communicate with ants hundreds of times. They never say anything back.
And that's like, did you guys hear about the Israeli space chief? What he came out and said?
No, when you said that, I was like, wait, what? Hold on, what does that mean? I didn't
So
even
he
get a
came
chance to
out
start
and
looking it up.
he said, like, he was working for their space program and was their head space security specialist for 30 plus years. And after he retired, he said that there is a space federation and Earth is not part of it, and they keep in contact with us. And that kind of like made my head go, that makes sense. Like he said, they keep check with Pakistan, United States, China, and Russia, and that's it. And that's why like I got the like funny feeling of like, oh, that makes sense as to why Trump did a space force out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Yeah, so
That is hardcore.
that's a very interesting story that came out.
Yeah, and it makes sense with the theory that they don't need to make contact with us right now because
Yep.
we're not there yet. And historically, like there have been sightings all throughout history and stuff like that. It's in even historic paintings. There's a painting of uh, the crucifixion, and they have beings on discs in the distance. Columbus, while he was in, they have in his journals when he was coming across it, they would see stuff in the sky, like just hovering and stuff. There's like paintings everywhere, the pyramids and stuff. There's just all kinds of hints and clues as to like outer beings coming here and stuff. Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Zelda, Mary, Bobbler, you
How do
guys?
I swing my bat, eh?
Space.
Oh, yeah. I haven't hit a thing.
Any input?
I don't know. I've always believed in aliens.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
always.
I always thought in Canada you've probably seen your fair share of crazy lights in the sky.
Oh god, yeah, all the time. All the fucking time. And I don't know. Like,
That'd scare me.
why wouldn't there be other life out
Yeah,
there?
it makes
Like, it's
it makes
stupid to assume that we're the only ones.
exactly.
Oh yeah, it is. And
We're
then
the only ones.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just don't think so.
Yeah, and then there like if you guys have seen, but there was a huge surge of sightings and reports of UFO sightings and stuff after the 1940s and 50s, right after we made our huge steps with nuclear.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that was kind of like the thing that set them off to like, hey, whoa, what are they doing there? They're setting off nuclear shit. Like, that's not good. And then they started showing up and checking out what was going on. Dude, in that documentary, they have like retired military officials who worked at nuclear silos and stuff, where they were like in Montana. They had a huge base out there in Montana, and they had a bunch of situations where discs would fly over the silos and like monitor them and like shoot like lights into the silos, and they were like activating and deactivating all these things, and it's all like on record. Like, all this stuff is declassified. It was insane, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love alien shit.
Oh yeah, and like that Bob Lazar dude, I was telling you to check out that documentary because like he was a nuclear physicist and he applied for a job with the government. And after they got like all his information, they were like, "Hey, why don't you come and check this out?" So they took him to a base where they had like 10 UFOs there, and he was given the task of the propulsion system. He was told that we need you to try and back engineer this device, and he was barely able to talk to the other people there. They kept everybody very separate. They were only told what they needed to know and what they were supposed to work on, but he had like very secret conversations with other people who were there, and he was saying that they had hinted that some of the craft that they had there at the base, they were found in archaeological digs. Like, that is hardcore,
Oh, like
dude.
that's the whole like
Yeah.
Egyptians, aliens,
Yeah, dude.
like the crystal skulls.
Yeah, the crystal skulls is crazy. And so while he was working on this
Wait,
propulsion
what's the
device,
crystal skulls?
you
I
know what
thought
the
that
crystal
was
skulls
fake
are?
from Indiana Jones.
No,
that's
that's
a real
real.
thing,
That shit's
Joey.
so
real.
real.
I actually
What?
didn't know that.
Yeah, one of the ladies who's like, I think father was the one who discovered one of them, has one of the crystal skulls, and she says that she has to put it away because it'll talk to her. She'll hear voices coming through the skull and everything. But those things are very real. They were scattered all over the world, dude.
That's insane.
I'm gonna blow up.
Like, what is the name of that element? Element 115.
How did you catch me on a fucking horse? No. Me personally, the only compelling evidence I've ever, it was not even compelling evidence. The only thing I thought was interesting with the whole alien and whatnot and was there's a clip recorded from a radio station that could easily be a gimmick, but some guy calls into a radio station spieling about aliens and how they're a bunch of, he used to work at Area 51 for the CIA or whatever, and he's spieling, he's like, they're watching me right now, it won't be long till they're just gonna cut me out, and
Yeah, I remember that one.
aliens are real, they're fourth dimensional beings, they're watching us always, they're always watching us. He's like freaking out, and all of a sudden all the power of the radio station cuts out, and the guy's like, I've never
What?
had this happen to me in my whole entire life. It could be, but it could also be a gimmick.
It could.
That's crazy.
But, like,
It could, but why would it be?
I like the idea of that though. Aliens are fourth dimensional beings that just kind of like Nightcrawler pop in and out. I think that, to me, that makes the most sense.
there's so much like evidence throughout history.
Yeah.
And like, how could you like? I don't know. It's weird. Like, how can you go that far back and still find evidence of like people seeing that kind of shit and not believe?
Yeah, like that old painting of the the what's it called?
You really are about the crucifix pain.
Dude, it's hardcore.
It's
There's
insane.
people on discs floating in the background,
Yeah.
and there's another painting of like I don't it's like of a woman, but there's a man out on the like a hill behind her pointing at the sky where there's a being on a disc like in the background. And
Oh,
like
I know that one too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like artists, like artists do everything for like a reason. There's no like they don't just throw stuff in a painting like that just for
True.
Dude,
shits
I
and
drew in
giggles.
a picture of a fucking
You're
traffic
not an
cone smoking
artist,
a
though.
blunt. I'm just saying. People draw shit.
But like especially back then, like artists when
Yeah,
like
it was like
when they painted
history.
something or when they did something, it was to record like the shit that they saw.
Yeah,
It
to
was
record
to
their history.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a complete uh nah, what's the word for it? A disbeliever or whatever.
You're a
That's why
disbeliever
it's
of the aliens.
I'm not a disbeliever of the aliens, but
Look, I posted the picture in the channel. They circled the crafts, and just below the crafts, there's a man pointing up at the discs.
It is crazy, yeah. It is compelling. It is. It is compelling. Aliens are just compelling. And the thought of why don't they make contact is also compelling.
because
I feel like they do make contact though. We just don't
Only with
know
certain
it,
people, and
know.
they like to probe them
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
you know.
Only with certain, but dude, in that documentary that I was telling you about, at the end of the documentary, there was a huge group sighting at a school in I forgot what country, but all these kids were like in elementary school, and like the teachers all saw it, and 20 years later when the guy makes his documentary, he goes and talks to them, and they all had the same exact story. Like it was insane watching that video. Oh, there, I posted the one of the crucifix and the aliens in the background too. That is crazy. What's the game of that one? Those the walk paths disappear.
Yeah, it's the best.
oh my god.
I'm just gonna chill. Okay, so we got radio silence, and we need to change that. So next topic. Anyone got another topic?
Let's see. What else do I got? What about the storming of the Congress? What do you guys think of that?
I mean,
That was pretty
Mary's
crazy.
not American.
I think it's stupid. I can tell you that right now.
That
like,
was
isn't
ballsy.
I wouldn't. Isn't that illegal?
No,
It's
Not
incredibly
here.
illegal, and
it's not illegal. You can protest all you
Yes, it
want,
is.
but
you cannot bring a gun to a Capitol
no,
building.
that's
Yes,
the
52
thing that
people
was
got
not
arrested.
allowed.
You can't storm the Capitol building.
I just
You
can't
can't
believe
get
it
in
all
without
happened, to be
permission.
real.
You can't bring a gun to Congress. You can't shoot 4 people. Like,
Can I get like kind of political for a second? Is that allowed? Can I get controversial?
Handle.
pretty much only if it's not allowed. They tested it.
They did. They tested their
Oh, what's my move right here,
boundaries.
Bot Jack?
I'm
Did
just,
I just trade spaces with someone?
yeah, I'm just like that whole situation that happened, I'm literally just like,
Amazed at how easy it would be to kill every senator in the whole entire fucking United
no,
States.
I'm confused as to why
It'd be-
it happened. Like, what was the point? what did it solve? What did the people get out of it?
No. The only thing it solved is how easy it would be to literally wipe out all of our senators in one swift go.
Yeah, they really went in there with no sort of blowback. They basically
Like
just stormed
if
it
one of
without
those
anything happening to them.
if one of those 52 nut jobs decided with their AK just to fucking spray and pray, they could have killed a lot of our senators in one swift pull of the trigger.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah. I also question with our government, like my like political thing. Why is it ran by a bunch of 70 to 80-year-olds when their life back then was terrible, and the way they treated people was terrible, and segregation was terrible?
Because I'm 29 and I'm fucking
Yeah,
an idiot.
I'm talking like, why aren't people like 30, 40, 50? Why is our average senator age 78?
Because it has nothing to do with that, Joey. It has to do with the position of power.
Okay, but like, no, why are older people getting to decide the fates of younger people?
Yeah, that's
when
what
the
I
older
don't
people
understand.
are gonna die soon. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Probably
Fuck.
just based on like the same reason why I make the decisions and my children don't.
That makes sense though, because you're like, you get to help them until they turn a certain age. Like, you're their father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a parent's job. But in terms of like the government and stuff like that, they get to dictate an entire like country, basically. They make the rules.
I
They
fell in with 3 people and I got 0 points.
Let Mary talk, Bubs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
like they make all the rules. They do everything. They decide basically people's futures, stuff like that. And why? They're old. We're young. Like, I don't understand. They make stupid laws that only benefit them, but no one else really. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of opinions on it.
Yeah, I think it's just like based off like a seniority, like experience sort of thing. Like, yeah, like there's a lot of faults when it comes to that, especially like the younger people not being heard about their needs and not just having their needs be like assumed,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I also have other opinions about like why men are making the decisions based for like women, you know, in terms
Yeah.
of certain things.
Yeah.
Which makes me mad.
Yeah.
I think
but-
that's still just that with that issue right there. I think that's still just historical, you know, like we're still trying to work past that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things where we've come really far in, like, let's be real, but there are also things like in America, let's be real, right now it's bad. Like, it's not terrifying, and like people aren't afraid to go places, but it's not great here. Like, we're divided, and we've always been divided since who knows when. Let's be real. But like, now that I'm getting older, it's the more I'm like seeing the division than I've ever seen it, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
No,
because I
you know,
follow
high.
it a lot more and all
I'll
that.
say this. I will say this. There is a right idea and a wrong idea. Times are changing. You need to be sensitive towards things and whatnot, and we got to change our ideology. However, I think the side that actually is on the right of the better option and being more ethically correct is actually being a little bit too impatient and hostile. Not impatient, but a little too hostile. At times, they're being aggressive to the point they're trolling the other side that don't actually agree with that thinking.
You having a moment over there, Joe?
My moment works really well.
He's like
Help
trapped in
her
a
Jack in the
corner.
corner.
I do believe, like, you got our friend Jesse, who he's pokes the bear.
Oh yeah, that's his goal.
And he's usually on the side of the right ideas, but he's poking the bear so hard it no longer is constructive.
Yeah.
It is no longer a constructive decision. It's more of him going, "Oh, you think this way? You're a fucking idiot."
Yep.
Well, what do you think is gonna happen when you call someone a fucking idiot?
Yep.
They're gonna fucking go full blown anti whatever you believe in because you pissed them off. Like
Yeah,
my dad always
definitely.
said, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
that's
was holding
yeah. You
back.
know, that's like
It
one of my main sayings.
definitely was like holding back any sort of like progression is because there's two sides and neither side is wrong and neither side is right, but it's the people who have like the good things and constructive things to say on both sides are just completely covered up by the extremists of their sides, and those are the ones being heard and those are the ones fighting.
Yep, the extremists on both sides are what and the thing is, like, our media, we don't know anything that's true or false ever since, I don't remember the exact bill that was signed,
I do.
but I don't remember the name, but ever since then
No, I
it's
know it's true and false.
Yeah.
no, the bill is called the True and False Bill. Like, you know, this,
What?
there was literally a bill passed that media is allowed to lie to us, where they
Joey,
used to not
media
be able
hasn't.
to.
No, they haven't for a long. They've been able to for a long time. Media and our news broadcasts aren't even considered news anymore. They're actually in a category of entertainment.
Yeah,
Hmm.
which makes sense. Like, that's what I'm saying about our
They don't.
our
They
media
never
in
have.
yeah, there's times where they literally had to follow a strict code.
That journalism's been dead since the '60s.
But yeah, I think everyone's just being overshadowed by the extremists of their sides, and yeah, it just makes it tough for the real opinions and emotions of each side getting out. That's probably our biggest thing right there, is just actually giving, like, the conversations aren't cordial when it comes to that. There's no
I just
respectful
DC, by the way.
conversation.
I do too.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Mary did too.
Yeah, I can just restart it. It doesn't matter. Oh, all right. Next topic, Mary. Zelda. Any topics from you two?
I'm just going along with what you guys are talking about.
I can't really think of anything.
Telling you, dude, grocery store is the greatest fucking place to
Okay,
take
the
over for an
apocalypse talk.
apocalypse.
Back to the
I
apocalypse.
was thinking about going back there
I'm
because
not wrong.
it is such an interesting topic to talk about.
I'm just
You know,
saying, like,
things that could happen in an actual, not too far distant future.
Mhm.
Post-apocalyptic type stuff.
Well, we can sort of, with our own experience in regards to that, as to what your guys' personal reactions were to the initial quarantines that first took place in the beginning of COVID-19. What was going through your guys' minds when when we first started getting news of this possibly happening? Because I know personally when we started getting when I started getting news from like my friends who live on military bases and friends who are active military and involved in the government and stuff, and they started texting us like, "Hey, like they're locking things down. Everything's going on lockdown." Me and my cousins, like we're all like hunters, and my cousin's like a survivalist and stuff, and we like immediately started stockpiling all kinds of like foods and ammo reserves and all that. Like we hunkered down and we were like legitimately like, holy shit, like this is it, dude. Like, yeah, that was our initial response, was just like, oh my god, like we're on lockdown. When is this shit gonna end? We just immediately survival mode just started. Yeah, just grabbing resources and just stockpiling.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's
I did sandblasting for a little bit, so I still have my mask for that. So I was like, well, if this fucking shit goes airborne, I got this. And if I really need to do some work, I'll just start shooting people. I didn't have a gun. I'll just kill somebody with a gun and then start shooting people.
I mean, as Bobbler
No, I
knows,
don't wanna
when
kill
like
people.
there was the first news in China of it, like I messaged and was like, "Oh shit," because like I have my illness, so I was that was my first reaction was, "Oh shit, I gotta hunker down." So that's kind of how I did it, and it kind of helped that I was already on, like I was sick
I
and
really
told not
never.
to do anything, so that helped.
I didn't change a beat.
No, you really didn't.
I just like, well, I'm gonna go to work. I'm an essential employee. My
That's what I was.
girlfriend's a respiratory therapist. She still is taking care of COVID patients. She got COVID. I had to take care of her when she was sick.
I'll BRB. I'm gonna use the restroom.
To where? Oh, where the fuck's the tab button again? Oh, I found it. These fucking keys, dude. Tell you what. Mary, did you end up getting COVID?
I got it twice
How the hell did you get it twice?
because I'm immunocompromised.
So you don't make antibodies?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but yeah, I got it twice. First time someone spit on me. The next
I remember
time,
that.
yeah, the next time two of my coworkers got it, and they were like the two people that I spent the most time with at work, and they decided not to
Jeez
get tested for a long time,
Louise.
and they just fucking passed it on to me. So I got it twice.
Good thing you don't live like in America. You're like social distance in Canada. There's not the population's not very high there, right? I can't imagine.
Yeah, no, our population's not like super high, but
'Cause I was gonna
the
say
the
like
virus is still like kind of fucking us up, especially in like the more densely populated areas, like in Ontario, Toronto.
I'm convinced too an illness like that does more damage when it's cold.
Probably.
Like
Like now that it's winter time, our like the numbers have spiked.
I'm just saying I have asthma. I've had asthma my whole entire life. It's basically
Yep.
it's a illness where the mucus in your lungs and whatever isn't regulated properly. Consistency of mucus changes is based on temperature. My snot stays in liquid form all the time when I'm in the winter.
I like that.
So you're gonna get a little more damage done in the winter, in the cold, for respiratory illnesses.
Hmm.
I know it sounds stupid, but I do believe like your body's in a when you're in a cold temperature, your body is in a state of survival already to make sure your body temperature is regulated. It's working extra hard to make sure you're alive.
Yeah.
So it can't actually do a full frontal attack on your illness. And viruses are weird.
They really are.
I personally don't think the vaccine will work.
I mean, there's multiple vaccines happening though, and that's good.
You know,
But also the virus is like evolving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's
yeah, they do.
also there's a company that partnered with like the biggest medicine company out there, and they are partnered with they made a vaccine that's going into testing right now. Like they don't want to just put it on the market first, they're doing tests first, one of the first ones to do this, and it already disposed of the COVID happening in America and the new virus that came in the UK right now, and it defeated that, but it's not on
Really?
market yet. Yeah, because they
pretty
don't
sick.
know like if it's gonna affect what type of people and like what diseases it could
Yeah.
affect. So they're
Yeah.
waiting. But
I
that's
like-
good. That's the first like one that's showing a sign of actually being able to defeat every form of COVID instead of just one form of it.
See, that's a vaccine I would actually take.
You know what I love in life? I love a lot of things in life. This is what I don't. Okay, so essentially, Republicans, you got Democrats in the American world. Republicans are your right wing. They like guns, they like farming and whatever. And then your liberals are more on the more city slicker side. This is a very basic raw thing. Typically, these really right wing people, they don't want the vaccines because drugs are bad. Liberals typically like vaccines besides the ones that think they're going to give you autism. But no, but you have right now, because the vaccine's trying to come out, and you have the Democrats turning this into a whole political nonsense going, well, he's getting the vaccine out so fast, there must be a problem with it. There must be a problem with it because guess what? It's bad. It's bad for the Democrats if Trump gets the vaccine out. So they're going, there must be a problem with it. This vaccine, there must be a problem with it. Well, now that Biden won the election, whatever, guess what? The vaccine's coming out. And now, guess what? A large amount of the Democrats and liberals are saying, no, we're not going to get the vaccine. There must be a problem with it. And everyone's shocked.
Well, that's why you just gotta follow all the companies that are signed on to make it.
That doesn't matter,
Yeah,
Joey.
it does. It's a big play.
No,
Like,
a vaccine only works if a certain percentage of the population gets it.
well, yeah. And by the way, there is already a vaccine going around. You said they're like
That
putting one
doesn't-
out. There's already one, but that
Yeah,
which
I
is
know. No, there is one. I know, but
and it is all
Joe,
about the companies
it
making them.
It doesn't work unless a certain percentage of the population gets it.
Well,
that
yeah,
is how
that's a
vaccination-
vaccine works. That's pretty obvious.
I know, but so it's not. But they said from polling, the vaccine, these vaccines will be worthless because the polling for people not going to willingly get it is so edited down that it actually won't work.
It'll still help the
generally-
people who got it.
Yeah, generally
No!
that. Yeah,
That is literally not how a vaccine works.
Oh, that's
Well,
what my
I mean-
doctor told me. She said I
Well,
can't get it yet because the company that actually is like the one you can get right now in America, I'm actually allergic to the two medicines they
Essentially,
make, so
the
I can't
idea
take
of a
that one.
vaccine is it is a cure for an illness, and you get everyone basically immune to it at the same time that the illness cannot spread and evolve and change. If the illness it has enough hosts where it can continuously spread and evolve and change, it will keep adapting, and the vaccine will be essentially worthless. That's why the flu virus is a yearly vaccine. And certain vaccines don't last forever. But I personally, to me, COVID's gonna happen continuously. It's the new flu.
Yeah, like
It is gonna be a yearly thing. It's not going away. It's not gonna go away.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. It'll be like you'll have to get a vaccine like the flu. I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, and as far as everyone going out and getting it, not everyone's not going to go out and get it. Generally, that's what happens when these vaccines come out, is that they roll out in stages, and just people get them when they choose to get them. Yeah.
And you're safe for as while until the disease becomes a new one.
Yeah. It's the same thing as the flu. It's like they have to roll out a new flu vaccine every year just because the flu is constantly mutating and different, strands of it are constantly coming up. So.
Yeah, until the new strand comes, and then they make a new one.
Let's see. New subject.
What are we supposed to do in this game?
Stack the boxes.
I'm not getting a Tetris at all.
I'm not tired enough
Do
to
you
play
guys
this
see
fucking
mine?
game.
I literally missed one. Alright, what's a really crazy, interesting thing we could talk about that'll take up a long time?
Leapfrogs.
AI.
AI, okay, yeah, does it scare you guys?
Nope.
It does.
Okay, who says it doesn't?
God, I'm dog shit.
No, I don't care about AI.
I don't think it does. I don't think it's scared. Or it doesn't scare me.
Have you, like, seen some of the videos on it?
Yeah,
about
I
what
have.
the AI has said?
Yeah, they're pretty much becoming sentient. Like,
Yeah, fuck that.
Self-aware.
No. Like, okay, AI is cool and all, but the shit's scary.
I'm not worried about AI for literally one reason. 100% one reason. Okay, what's the most, like, iconic AI movie? I Am Legend, or not I Am Legend, but I, Robot.
I'd say AI. It's
either
literally
one,
the most
either
iconic.
one.
AI, dude,
You know
that
how
was
you
a good
beat an
movie.
AI? You know how you beat an AI?
Magnets.
Fucking EMP 'em.
Yeah, magnets or EMP.
Do you just have those stockpiled?
Yeah, I don't. I don't even know where to get one personally, or how to
the
make
issue-
one.
I mean,
I
that
can
yeah,
make an
that's a good
I could make an
combat
electromagnetic.
situation.
I could make an electromagnetic magnet right now.
I can't
that's
make
a
one
good-
big enough to destroy anything, not even a computer.
Do a
Like in
local
the-
EMP, absolutely.
Like in the case that AI does get to a combative state, and yeah, that's the solution, is to drop an EMP large enough to take out every single, electronic ever built. The issue with using a device that, catastrophic, it would be shutting the entire system down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, you could use the argument of just using the EMP, but everything else also goes away with it.
And like, would AI like know better to not take over until they got to a point where like humans are relying on that said AI like hardcore, to where that AI will know like, oh, if I fuck something up right now, I could take over.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm an AI, you know what I'm gonna take over?
What?
When nobody drives anymore and every car is self-automated.
I don't think that'll ever
I'm
happen personally.
waiting.
We could have that discussion one time, but not right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now that's happening.
I don't think it
Joey?
will.
Yeah, and then
Joey?
with the EMP also, AI, if it got to that point where AI was that big of an issue, wouldn't AI just take control of those systems already?
Yeah, wouldn't AI already have control?
No, because that's literally what self-driving would be, is creating the first grid.
I mean, we're transitioning into a paperless and fully electronic
Like I said,
world now.
I've told Joey for years, the postal service is a dying breed. Way before Trump said it.
I mean, it's not, but yeah, I've told you guys that.
No, I'm just saying. I've said this way before
Like,
this. whole
literally,
Trump
I
thing.
know the technology that they're attempting, and I already like have seen most of it, and it's really fucking cool.
I
and
know,
that's
but
why
have I
it'll
not, though?
never go away.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right though. But have I not been saying the post office is?
Yeah, everyone's
I've
been
been
saying
saying that. No, but I've been saying that for years and years now. Well before Trump.
Yeah, I've been saying that forever. What was the discussion we were talking about again?
AI.
AI.
Yeah. Mary, your thoughts on AI? Quiet over there.
I don't know. It doesn't scare me.
No, are you more excited for it?
I mean,
Like you would
kind
applaud it?
of. Yeah. Why not?
I don't know. I mean, that's why we're here
If
discussing
we
it.
can get, if we can get into a technology like in Halo, where we can have holograms like Cortana and stuff, I think that would be like really cool.
I think it'd
Yeah,
be
it'd
cool.
be
I
good.
think okay. I think if we got to the point of AI, to the point of Cortana, I think we're gonna run into problems because people are gonna want to have sex with them.
Yeah.
And
Well, sex robots are already a big thing.
Yeah,
that's already
exactly.
here.
that's
happening.
already a thing, man.
Dude,
Are you talking about like having
that's
sex
like
with
step one in
holograms?
Futurama. You can't have sex with the fucking robots. You just don't do it.
Yeah, but what if
Oh,
that's all
yeah.
you got?
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. It is a weird that we're gonna have to worry about our children having sex with fucking robots. But I guess it's just a better blow up doll, I suppose. I don't
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna say
Yeah.
it's no different than our parents having to worry about our socks, you know.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's just the next step. Like they had to worry about us with our socks, and we have to worry about our kids with their VR. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my sock wasn't good enough, so that's why I went and found a girlfriend. So I'm just
He's
saying,
got
if my robot is that good, I ain't gonna reproduce.
That game looks fun right there.
How do I rotate them?
You don't.
I'm pretty sure I have to.
Dang it, Bojack, can you not beat me?
Ooh.
Hey, I actually beat this before Mary. Let's go.
Bro,
That was a
I'm
close one.
really
Both of
high
us
right
finished.
now. I can't.
I'm really tired too. No excuses.
You guys are high. Look at my puzzle.
Press Q to rotate. Q to rotate.
Press Q to rotate. Yeah.
Alright, I found the center one.
You guys have anything exciting happening this year?
I'm
Or any
getting
of-
this bag off of me, and honestly, I couldn't be more excited.
Anything exciting or something that you want to do this year?
To be happy.
Honestly, I'm
But on a
striving
serious
for
note,
some decent health. Like, that's honestly, like, my thing.
Yeah.
And I said that last year, and we got better, but, like, I'm not where I want to be. Like, I still have a fucking open wound. Like, what? Why?
Well, you know, your health is a journey, right? Like, it's not all
Stitches,
gonna happen.
bro.
Yeah, they did tell me, like, when I was having the surgery, it could take up to 5 to 10 years to solve this, and I was like, pfft.
Can't you just use stitches? Like, just fucking sew it shut?
Nope, because it is a fistula, a chronic fistula, meaning my organ made a new organ into this open wound to get rid of waste.
Cock.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation. Cock?
Just put cock up there. I don't know, but
But
think
then
about
it would
it
fill
work?
back up, and I'd just have to go get it reopened.
Why would it
So-
fill back up? It's full of cock.
Because
So
that's what it
happening
does.
this year? So that's
No,
happening this year?
that wound's been worked on about 13 different times now.
No, but losing the bag, is that happening?
Oh, that's
this
the
year?
goal, yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's not for sure. I figure more out on the 12th. That's when we'll be seeing more news.
what about you, Bobbler? What you got going on this year?
Oh, man. Lots of things. I'm moving next week.
Oh, nice. Where you
It's
going?
exciting.
Getting an apartment in Portland. Not Portland, Oregon, because that's where, like...
It's bad.
Yeah.
No man's
Portland's
land.
just north. Yeah, Portland's just north of me.
I'm moving to Portland, Michigan. It's basically where rednecks live between cities.
That's good. What's the occasion? Why are you heading there?
I got a job at the beginning of the 2020. That's kind of close to it, and my girlfriend's switching hospitals to Lansing.
Oh, nice. That's good stuff.
Dang
The
it.
positive moves.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what's up. What about you, Mary?
My only goal this year is to like not die.
Yeah, that's the best goal.
That's everyone's goal. Try not to
Yeah.
die this year.
Yeah. What about you, Zelda? Oh yeah, you already said a satyr.
Okay.
No.
Aside
he
from the
was,
meme of me
yeah.
being happy,
Yeah.
like finding happiness and stuff. I mean, that's always the end goal, right? It's just to find happiness,
I'd say just
find
joy.
success in your life.
Yeah, just find some joy,
it.
things to make you excited to wake up and get out of bed for.
Yeah. Good.
Dude,
I
I
don't really
am
think of much.
Oh,
Just trying to live my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
ooh, I want to get a dog.
Oh yeah, what type?
A lab. Kirsten says
Nice.
no, but I think I'm gonna just get one anyways.
Just
Yeah,
bring
do
it
it.
home.
Why not?
Yeah.
I want to
Damn
get
it.
a dog, and I want to name it like Sadie
Dog.
or Suzanne.
Get a dog and name a dog.
I thought about it.
Heck yeah, I got some stuff going on this year that I'm stoked about. Well, obviously the new kid coming, stoked about
Yeah.
that. But freaking, no, my dad's supposed to be getting released from prison this year. So
Hey.
Hey.
that's
Nice.
How
that
long
is
has he been
insane.
in prison for?
It's been about 20, 21 years.
Oh, so he did something
Holy
pretty
cow.
not good.
Yeah, he went in when I was about like 7, 8.
Do you remember
So,
being around him?
oh yeah, there's a few memories that I have.
Do you remember him going to jail?
No, cause my parents split up when I was like super young, probably like 1, and
Nice.
then up until
I don't
oh
mean
yeah, no,
nice.
Bruh.
Fucking cool shit, bro.
up until about 7, like I would do my schooling here with my mom, and then during the summers I would go and like stay with him.
Yeah.
But no, I remember finding out that he was going to be in jail for a while. But yeah, no, we've always kept a good relationship with the letters, and then
You
the
ever go see him,
facilities.
or-
I've seen him twice in like the last 20 years because
Nice.
Oh,
he's
wow.
been in Arizona, New Mexico, and then California towards the end of his stay. But yeah,
So what's his plan that he's getting out? Like, what's he gonna do?
he's gonna be going back down south towards the like the beach area, Santa Barbara and Ventura area, back where our family's originally from. But
Okay.
yeah, he did. He was supposed to be doing like a 25 year little deal there. Was arrested back in the day for attempted murder and like gang enhancements and stuff.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family's heavily involved with all that stuff.
It's like little
Okay.
Jay.
And then, and then yeah, so he hit me up because I knew he was going to be getting out fairly soon, but he got chosen to do like they have programs here in California for prisoners who are on their last legs to
Like a kind of good behavior type.
yeah,
Stuff.
good behavior, and he was chosen to work with California Fire Department, and
Okay.
so
Wildfires.
yeah, to do the wildfires here in California. And
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
so-
Actually, I heard a lot about. One of my friends was completely ripping on that
Oh yeah.
about having convicts fight the fires, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's voluntary, and that it offers a good possibility
yeah,
for them.
yeah. No, they only offer that to the inmates who have been on good behavior and
Yeah,
on
that's what I was trying to tell them. I'm like, this isn't like they're forcing them, and this is like they're giving someone the options.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the governor over here, he actually made a bill that all the inmates who participate in that program, that they get their certifications and stuff for firefighting, because
Oh,
they're
shit.
That's huge.
yeah, so because he was like, they're doing the same training, they're
Yeah.
putting their lives
No,
at
yeah, I
risk
actually-
doing that.
I
So-
think that is an action like that
Yeah.
is one of the most acceptable,
Yeah,
thought out
so-
ideas.
Yeah, and then he got like opinions and stuff from all, a bunch of, firefighting people here, and they're like, yeah, absolutely, like those dudes are doing what we do and shit, like hell yeah. So he passed that bill, so he'll have all the certifications and stuff to get hired to, fight fires and stuff once he gets out and everything. But
that is awesome.
That is
yeah,
awesome.
the huge part about that too is once you pass all those things, they automatically cut your time in half. So
Yeah.
my pops hit me up and was like, "Yo, I passed all the things. I'll be home like by the end of next year." So, like October, November, December, he'll be released.
That's awesome.
So
That's
I
hype.
was like, "Holy shit,
That is really cool.
freaking crazy!"
My
Me and my brother were like tripping out, like we'll finally be able to like actually meet our dad.
What the fuck? I've never seen
one of
this
my
one.
one of my good buddies is he's a police officer,
Yeah.
and he used to work in a town. So there's like a little city town area that it's all like a lot of the local prisons. It's just where the prisons are, and he said basically all of his arrests
Oh
are
my fucking god.
people that are released from the prison and they don't know what to do. They have nowhere to go, and they just kind of linger, and they get right back in
Yeah.
trouble as soon as they're out.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, it's not even really their fault, and a lot of it is petty crimes after they're out, and it's just like they go to jail and they were never presented with anything. They were never presented with any option, like
Yeah, there were no opportunities
nothing
for
for
them
them
outside.
to do. Like they were given no like rebuilds of how to get
Are you?
a new career or a job or anything, and
Yeah, they weren't given any opportunity or any
but like
guidance as to what to
it
do
sounds like with your
afterwards.
dad, he's set up to be a firefighter. Like they've almost
Yeah, it's
gave him the
freaking
opportunity
crazy.
of job
Yeah,
training
that
while
is
he's in
insane.
prison.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Was they set him up with a job after?
But yeah, no, but I think I think really if you want to revolutionize prison of not making it a life sentence, where there is an option where they can get out and become a
what the
functional
fuck?
member of society, you have to do it through programs like this.
Yup. Yeah, that was a huge positive step in the yeah, and people getting,
Because
in
I think a
prison.
lot of it's like they're gonna be in a culture shock. Like still, like even still, your dad I'm sure will be in a culture shock a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like he's never seen cell phones. Think about that.
I mean, he's probably seen a cell phone.
I don't know, dude. No, I'm actually serious. You might
Maybe
never
like the
see cell
old school
phones.
cell phones, but
I know the old. I mean, I have an uncle who's serving a life term at another prison here in California, and that dude has his own cell phone, and yeah, it's pretty
I'm
crazy.
just saying,
It's pretty hardcore.
okay, I didn't know they get those, but I'm just saying, I'm 28 and I remember when cell phones came out,
Oh yeah.
or at least became prevalent.
Yeah.
Like shit, I remember watching Anaconda where they were still using the satellite phones that were the size of their heads.
Yeah.
Yup. But yeah, that's what I got going on this year. So I'm like, freaking, I gotta stay healthy this year. I gotta stay out of trouble. Freaking.
yeah, yeah.
So
But there's other
exciting.
things
That is
like I
exciting.
know for sure, like I guarantee he probably hasn't seen a tablet.
Probably not.
See,
Hardcore.
that stuff's kind of interesting. That would be weird.
I was trying to read
That's-
that, Joe.
Sorry.
That'd be like you time traveled almost,
I
went
don't
to
even
the
know what to
future.
do.
Don't get hit by the spotlight.
But where am I? I don't know where I am.
Oh.
I'm a red guy.
Woo.
Oh, I know where I am.
Alright, what's another interesting topic?
Let's see.
Joe, you can't just keep doing that for podcasts. That's not how it works. You gotta
Hey,
go with
this
the
is the
flow.
first one. Go with the flow. You don't ever
Yeah, I
want
mean
silent
we're
air.
already full improving anyways, so
The thing is, you never want silent air. So when I hear silent air, I gotta be like, alright, what do we want?
I farted. It was silent, but that. How was I fourth? how did
But,
that game work? I never even got caught.
what about the, fuck, I just forgot it. It was just at the top of my head, and then I played that game and forgot it. The topic I wanted to say.
Mayhem Mary,
Yeah, let's hear something
What's
from
up?
Mary.
your topic in Canada, not on that land.
Stone to the bone.
My topic in Canada land?
Yeah. Oh, Canada. Oh,
Nothing
Canada.
very exciting happened.
Isn't
in
it about to be
Canada.
like a full socialist country there soon?
Probably.
Nothing exciting happens in Canada. Didn't you guys
All
just
right.
have one of the largest shootings there?
Ever?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But she wants to talk about maple syrup, so we're gonna do it.
I think you want to talk about maple
How
syrup.
dense is the
Bobbler.
syrup there, Mary?
I'm gonna-
Like fresh ass maple syrup?
It's
Yeah.
like water type. It's more.
It's like so liquid, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
What's up?
Is Mrs. Butterworth black?
Excuse me?
According to the picture, she was, no?
I don't
Oh,
even know who
fuck
that
the
is,
rabbit.
dude.
Oh
Mrs.
wait, no, that's
Butterworth,
Aunt, my bad. No,
it's
that's
the
Aunt
maple
Jemima.
syrup. It
My
comes
bad.
in the shape of like a lady.
I
Yes, my
I
dude.
only have like real maple syrup. None of that table syrup shit that you guys
Oh
have.
shit! See, we got maple syrup brands in the bottle shaped like a lady, and it's called Mrs. Butterworth. And I've always just imagined she's like the most friendly, friendly, southern draw black lady. But I might be just racist for thinking that.
We'll see what the comment section says.
Leave your comments
mean,
down
I got
below what you
nothing
think
to-
Miss Butterworth
I got
is.
nothing. You're right.
Was
I
that
thought she was
racist or
heartwarming.
not?
I thought she was heartwarming and comforting and everything positive, and I thought she was black, so I'm horrible.
The
But I'm not.
jackal.
I don't know. That's. It's like
Oh,
fucking.
Jackal
You
had
look
some
at the
input.
spokesperson for Popeyes, and you're like, yeah, that's a black woman.
Any?
I mean,
And then you got KFC Colonel Sanders, who probably owned black women.
what the fuck? I
Colonel
just
Sanders
get what
was a
you're
slave
saying
owner.
from that. What about you guys' favorite fast food joints?
Ooh, man.
See, you're asking a big guy what his favorite fast food joint is. I eat everything.
Yeah,
I
everything.
eat the greasiest burgers to the healthiest salads, from anywhere
Favorite
except
sub
except
place.
Burger King.
Favorite sub place.
Except
I
Burger
don't even
King?
know
Why?
if it's a local sub chain.
I just don't like the Burger King.
No shit.
I only like the Angry Whopper.
If it's
No.
Burger King, I only get their fries. Their fries are crazy good.
My
What?
favorite fries is still Hardee's
What the fuck?
/ Carl Jr. for all you
Carl Jr.
non-Southerners.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. does have like okay
Joe, what is
fries.
that?
Carl's Jr. We have Carl's Jr.
No, we
It
don't.
is
We have Tim Hortons.
hot now. In our area.
We got a fucking Sonic.
That's not even close.
Oh, we got Tim Hortons.
I don't know what that
So
is.
different.
Uh,
That's a
Mary
Canadian
knows.
thing.
It's
That's
fucking
Yeah.
a Canadian
delicious.
coffee place.
I think if I had to go with burgers, like if I had to have like one fast food joint, it would probably just be Carl's Jr. just for the double Western bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, or the Monster Thick Burger.
Yes,
See,
dude.
this is
Yes,
why
sir.
democracy doesn't work, because there's more stupid people than smart people.
The barbecue with the onion rings.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, now you're talking. Give me the
My-
fucking.
My
Give me the
goodness.
the Swiss mushroom burger.
Yes.
Big burger.
And like
yes.
their
Aren't you
patties are like
listening to this,
real.
Joey? This is an atrocity.
The patties
It's
are
massive.
real.
Why do you think it's
Honestly.
an atrocity?
Because they're eating from a place that's owned by Carl.
Yeah, but we eat from
Well,
a
Hardee's was made
place,
before Carl's Jr. So.
that was made by McDonald's.
Okay, we have one great fast food place and one great fast food place
My
alone.
favorite fast food place, though, it's gonna be
If
Penn
you say
Station.
Arby's, I'm gonna fucking slap you.
Arby's? What the fuck?
Penn
Who keeps
Station.
Arby's in business?
That's not
Me. I'm
Hey, bro.
literally the person
you
that keeps
serious,
Arby's in, but
dude?
it's my favorite like fast food
No
out of Taco
way.
Bell,
That's why
McDonald's,
I
Burger
thought
King,
for
and
sure
all
you're gonna
that.
say
Oh my
Arby's.
god.
Like there's not even a close second.
Babe,
So it is. I'm right.
Joey's
No,
the one keeping Arby's in business.
I'm a big fan of Penn Station. That's
That's not
my
even
go-to.
fast
That is
food.
fast food. You go in there, you tell them what sub, and they make the sub.
Okay, that's like me saying Firehouse Subs.
If that's your
I
favorite,
mean, technically,
that's your
Subway's-
That's
favorite.
your
Technically,
that's your
Subway's
favorite
Subway,
spot.
I
Yeah.
would consider Subway or like.
I'm a Penn Station
Quiznos.
guy. I like them cooking, like they cook up the raw meat and then
Mary,
all that.
what's your favorite in Canada land?
See, I don't actually eat fast food all that often, so I do not have an opinion on this.
Nope, you gotta
And
give
y'all
one.
are
What's
just
your?
y'all are just saying names that I don't know because I live in Canada.
I said Tim Hortons. You gotta know Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons isn't fast food though; it's coffee.
Oh no, they got sandwiches and shit.
Who the fuck goes to Tim Hortons for the sandwiches?
No, they got some bomb ass breakfast
These-
croissant
They usually got some
sandwiches.
pretty
I'm
good
not
fucking
gonna
shit.
lie.
I eat there all the time. They're like in
the
gas
fuck?
stations. I spend my 1 month budget on Speedway gas stations is $600 a month. I try to limit myself.
That's how we know you guys aren't Canadian when you go to Tim Hortons for the sandwiches, not the coffee and donuts, even though their coffee is shit and their donuts are shit.
No, because we got fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm gonna say if I wanted
Fucking
donuts,
Dunkin'.
I'd go to Dunkin'
Krispy
Donuts.
Kreme.
Krispy Kreme too.
What the fuck is
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme.
Kreme? What the fuck is Dunkin'
It's a
Donuts?
Krispy
Imagine
Kreme.
eating, and the
Yeah,
thing
hello?
about Krispy Kreme, you don't get like extravagant donuts from there. You just
No,
get
you
the
just get
original.
basic.
No, I'm
yeah,
just gonna say,
eat.
okay, you think of a Krispy Kreme. Imagine a really fat cop, like from The Simpsons,
Oh, I thought you
and imagine what he's eating. He's eating fucking Krispy Kreme, because it's delicious.
It's
Okay.
the best donut. Imagine a
If you
donut
do what
you were
that
thinking,
melts. Like you don't gotta chew it; it just melts in your mouth.
It's so fucking good it turns you into a doughboy.
Yeah, true statement.
It's very true. It's the iconic donut of the Americas.
God, it is actually mildly delicious though. Extravagantly delicious.
If
Let's
you
use some
will.
fucking big words for some big taste.
see where I live, there's this little tiny town, like 45 minutes away, and they make the best donuts I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm about to go nuts for those donuts.
Bro,
Hey,
like
Mary,
on God.
If I ever visit, you gotta take me there.
I will. Don't even fucking worry. Like I have driven that drive so many times just for the fucking donuts.
Gotta get
Let's
the
go.
donuts.
Your boy is a sucker for donuts, even though like I shouldn't be eating anything like super sweet.
You got diabetes.
Yeah, boy.
Dab-
No, I don't have diabetes,
diabetes.
but diabetes runs pretty hard in my family.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, like it goes hard on both sides of my family.
That's like a
Yeah.
God, dude. That is the
Like even
fucking
people that are
American killer.
perfectly normal weight still get it.
Oh yeah, normal weight
Jeez.
diabetes.
But it's not about weight anyways, it's about like
Sugar and a lot of. I
Yeah,
mean, a weight is
sugar.
a heavy factor, but that isn't necessarily.
My family just deals with a bunch of neurological disorders.
I will say this though, my favorite fast food place that only Joe will understand is it's a little restaurant called New Beginnings. There's like 6 of them, 7 of them in the area,
Truth.
and it is that complete kind of. It's got that old school, not even old school, but it's got that kind of sloppy diner, breakfast diner kind of play. Like I don't know if you have a Big Boys or something.
no.
Big
But
boys,
okay, it's
dang.
breakfast. It's like it's super cheap. It's super greasy. It's kind of sloppy, but it's so fucking good. It is. They have the best sausage gravy in the fucking world.
Sausage
Alright,
gravy.
Joey.
I love biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Yo, boy,
Really?
Biscuits and sausage gravy all day.
your boy
please.
could go in on biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's
for
like,
real, man.
It's got to be like
And it's
top 10 best things ever created on this earth.
Honestly.
Mary's so far north, it's not called biscuits gravy, it's called popsicle biscuits. Gravy's fucking frozen.
Oh, that made my stomach hurt. Oh.
The Canadian burns will never stop.
I
Yeah, I
thought
hope
someone
they
was
don't.
up here.
They naturally
just
go out
missed
because
someone.
it's so fucking cold up there.
Oh,
I
fuck.
love the fact you're from Canada. It's so much fun for me.
I can tell. I've noticed.
That's pretty good. Yeah, biscuits and gravy. You can never go wrong with biscuits and gravy.
Never had biscuits and gravy.
Michigan is the weirdest state.
Yes.
Okay, Mary. The United States is split up in basically two divisions. The group that won the Civil War and the ones that lost it. And Michigan won it, and we still want to be the ones that lost it. We're like the southern state of the north.
We are literally
God.
hillbillies that want to be gangsters. That's what I consider Michigan.
Okay, that sounds exactly like where I live, though. Like,
Michigan is the reason the
Oh.
North won the Civil War because thank God one of the states owned guns.
Yeah.
We were,
Pretty fun.
although except for Utah, I don't know actually what side was Utah on. That might have not been.
Yeah,
a
what
thing
did
yet.
Utah even
Utah
do?
wasn't a thing.
I don't think Utah was a thing yet.
That makes
It probably
sense.
was, but it was still Quakers where they were like, "You guys shouldn't use electricity. Screw who you want to follow."
Oh, Mary got my idea. I'm just gonna avoid her.
Dude, are you fucking teal? Cause you keep shooting me.
Yeah, I was teal.
Oh,
But
Jackal
okay,
has
Jackal
chocolate
has one.
topic.
Food that you can't stand and why. All right, Mary, lead off.
Good one.
Oh, okay, Mary.
Oh, I got mine instantly. That's a good
Oh,
topic.
we're leading
I
off
can't
with Mary.
stand.
Yep.
Okay.
Spaghetti. I fucking hate spaghetti.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, why
I
do
just
you
had
hate
spaghetti
it so
today,
much?
but that's because that's the only thing I could eat. Or that's the only thing I was made.
I don't know why, but I hate like red sauce
Oh.
on just like plain ass fucking spaghetti noodles. Like I don't know why. I can't stand pasta with like a red sauce. That's just the only thing.
That's interesting.
I don't know
as
why.
fuck.
It's so stupid, but I just cannot stand it. And spaghetti is like my worst nightmare.
I'm gonna slap you with an undercooked spaghetti
That's
noodle.
crazy.
Fucking shit.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti is fucking delicious.
No, it's fucking
It's
not.
like what
It's
poor people cook
disgusting.
when they only have fucking noodles and water.
I would
Spaghetti
rather
is a
die
side
than eat
dish.
spaghetti. Like no,
What?
absolutely not.
You know, spaghetti is actually a side dish.
Fuck spaghetti.
I'm
Is
gonna
it
tell you
really?
right now.
Yeah, spaghetti is supposed to be spaghetti is supposed to be a side dish.
So
No way.
my girlfriend's Italian. Her whole entire family's like super fucking Italian. Also, my girlfriend's so fucking pale she reflects the sun, so I don't
Oh,
actually know if she's
man.
Italian. You too, Kirsten.
Yeah, but you both, man. When you both are sitting next to each other, it's like, holy shit, here comes the sun.
Until I worked at Greenleaf and I actually was tanner than everybody for a while.
That's true, you were.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty pale too. I'm Dutch and Clutch.
Yeah, Bob's is pale.
I'm pale too. Don't worry.
Oh, you should see me.
One of my best friends from high school, his little sister, apparently that everyone in her grade called me Casper. Because I was pale and friendly.
Oh my god.
All right, food that you can't stand and why? Who's the next
Oh,
person?
fucking cooked cauliflower. It has the worst smell in the whole entire world. Yeah, it smells horrible.
All right, valid.
Let's see. I'll start. I'll give mine. Soups. Just eating soups.
I fucking
What?
love
Yeah,
soup, dude.
just like I don't understand when like it just trips me out and I'm left speechless when someone's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, well, what sounds good? Soup.
Soup is a
Yeah.
side dish.
I'm like, soup. I can't do it. I'm like, there's nothing there. There's no like bulk to it. Like I just can't do it. I've never been able to just sit down. No, if someone was like, "Here, are you hungry?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And they bring me soup. I'm like, "Cool. What's to eat?" Like, like thank you for this
That's
bowl
actually hilarious.
of flavor, but what's
Fuck.
the meal? Oh no, I just made soup. Like with what though? Nothing?
Okay, but like
What?
the opposite side of that, do you like stew?
Like stews? Yes, I can do stews. Like for
Okay.
sure. Like it's got to have like when I think of soup, it's got to be like chunks of potatoes, vegetables, meats, eat- hearty noodles. It's got to be a hearty stew for me to not look at it and just be like, this isn't soup, this is broth. Like this is broth, and you just happen to leave half a potato in there for me. Like
Okay, so what about like chicken noodle soup?
chicken noodle soup, it's worthless.
What
What am I
about
gonna get?
chunky?
It's got to be super chunky.
Yeah,
There's got to be
chicken noodle soup
there's
is
got to be
worthless.
more
That fucking
material in
slop
there than
bullshit
liquid.
of a
Yeah.
fucking wet noodle you get into it. It's like, oh great, I got a little fucking taste of
Yeah,
ham or
like,
whatever the fucking meat
yeah,
they put in it.
I shouldn't be able to slurp up a noodle and
Chicken.
it
They put
break
chicken in
halfway
it.
through the slurp. Like, there's got to be more material in the bowl than actual liquid for
You
me
know
to
what?
like stare at it and enjoy it.
I'm gonna write a magazine called Skinny Guy to Hungry Guy. Soup fucking sucks. Stews are where it's at.
Yeah,
Fucking give me a big old bowl of chili. I want my fucking liquid with a happy size of solid.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I did enjoy me some chili back in the day.
See, that was a good one.
I do like soups, but now that you're talking about it, like, usually when I make soups, I just kind of add things from my refrigerator to make them thicker.
Yeah.
You might be right. Soups don't fill you up.
Then what are you doing? You're just drinking a chicken tea.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
A fucking chicken teeth.
Yes,
You've
you're
tried
welcome.
the new Gatorade?
You're
It's pot
welcome.
roast
Yeah.
flavored.
Exactly. Point made and secured.
All right,
Hope
Bobbler.
you like that one, Jackal.
Bobbler, what'd you say?
Cauliflower.
Yeah.
Cooking
All
it.
right, Zelda.
It smells so bad.
So this is gonna be a pretty controversial one, I feel, but pizza.
What?
Because okay, it has to be very
It's
certain
overrated.
pizzas for me to be like, oh my god, fuck yes, pizza, gimme. But like, no, like other than that, I just repulse at the thought of like eating pizza. All right, this motherfucker. Anyways,
Man.
like because I've had it so much. Because we had this little tradition growing up where every Friday, me and my family would go get pizza, and we did this for years, like 10 years, or until our favorite pizza place just shut down, and they just started being not good to us anymore.
Wow.
And so that kind of just like burned me out of pizza. Really, and now like it's only on special occasions where I want a pizza.
Damn.
Dude, I'm red this game. I'm not even the horse. Sorry.
Dang.
You know what? I will
So it's gonna be a
relate to
worthwhile
the
pizza.
pizza argument for a second. I hate, not to the same way, but I hate pizza at a restaurant. Like my girlfriend be like, "Hey, do you want to split a pizza?"
Fuck.
No, I'm a fucking grown adult. I don't want to split a meal. And second of all, no, I don't want my fucking meal to be on a platter in the middle of the table because everyone thinks they can have some of it.
Truth.
It's fucking stupid.
That's real. Like, do you go to when you get pizza, do you only go to a place that does pizza, or can you go to a restaurant that has pizza?
I go to a pizza place.
I would rather go to a pizza where a place specializes in pizza.
Specializes
I
in
go to
pizza.
like a
Yeah.
Pizza Hut. Actually, I hate Pizza Hut, but like, you know what I mean? I go to like a Pizza Hut or a Papa John's or Domino's if I want to get pizza.
See, the only time I could 100% go, oh fuck yes, pizza, if it's Papa John's, and that's because I love like specialty
Dude,
kind of pizzas.
I actually like how you get the little pepperonis or whatever the peppers on the side of the box.
Oh yeah, the little banana
Oh,
peppers in
yes.
there or whatever.
Yeah,
I
Dude,
love
those are
those.
good as shit.
Their
Oh
garlic
my God.
sauce. Ooh, their garlic sauce is
It's got a little fucking
best.
kick to it, dude.
peppers, dude. Oh man, banana peppers. I just had some on a bison burger I had today.
So
go.
Oh man.
that's every
let's
time we go
go.
grocery shopping, I will buy a new jar of like some type of pickled pepper or whatever, just to kind of explore the spiciness of it, and I will not get another pepper until I finish it. I got hot chili peppers.
Mhm.
Oh, dude, it's been like 3 months. I have 2 left. They're fucking hot.
It's weird.
Why is that weird?
No, like I'm saying, it's weird how hot peppers can be hot.
No, I know that. I know that, dude. I'm just saying they're not a good hot though. Like pepperoni peppers are hotter, but there's a nice flavor to their hotness. There's a good flavor to the banana pepper. They're just hot.
I gotta run away from
Gotta-
that little rabbit real quick.
Like pepperoni peppers are hot, but there is a distinct flavor to it. And jalapenos have a distinct flavor to it. These things are just fucking nasty hot. It's like, there's no flavor to it besides just fucking, ow, my tongue hurts.
That's how you know I am not paying any attention to where these things
I
are.
think I remember what it is, but like I don't care at this point. I'm just.
Wait, are we
we're here for
going here?
talks.
Are we? I thought we were just fucking rolling a
Okay,
dice.
so here's that's what we're doing. So here's my food of choice time.
No, we're not talking about food of choice time. We're talking about food you despise.
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm saying.
No, it's not what you just said though.
I'm gonna have to say, there's 2.
Okay, Mary.
No, I'm
No,
gonna
you
go with
get
the
one.
one. I'm
You get
going
one.
mushrooms are the big thing I cannot stand.
Really? I think I've even
Yes.
saying this before.
Damn it.
I
You know-
love mushrooms.
I was
Can't
just
stand
thinking
mushrooms
though, I
either.
was like,
Huh?
Joe's a basic bitch, and he really confirmed it.
I just
Fucking-
it's
Wait,
like
so what about mushrooms? What
I
about
literally will start eating it, and it's the texture I think and
Fuck
the
yeah.
smell of them at the same time, and I will literally gag the moment I bite into one.
See, I'm a grown adult, and I think they're all right.
See, Go ahead. Whoever just.
That was a Mary guess.
go ahead,
Mary.
I was just gonna talk about my food tastes, but I decided I don't want to.
Oh, don't worry, I'll ease up on you a little
So,
bit.
so go on, Zelda.
So I didn't like mushrooms unless it was like a ham and mushroom pizza or ham and my favorite pizza growing up was beef and onion.
But I'm
but,
pretty
like-
sure you said a second ago you hated pizza.
But growing
Growing
up,
up,
Yeah,
growing
Alright.
up, I loved pizza growing up.
every kid
I
did. You
adored
had to love your pizza.
I just
I
got
was a
hit.
kid. I loved pizza. Oh fuck! But like I remember going to Olive Garden once, and like they had these stuffed mushrooms, and I was like, okay, let me try it out. I ate it, and it was like one of the best things I've ever had.
Really?
I absolutely loved stuffed mushrooms.
I hate them.
I
Think
think
Jack-
they're-
Joey, I think Jack was directing that question at you, and your opinion on that in chat.
I don't know. I honestly have no
Oh,
idea.
because I have had to deal with them for like 13 plus years.
I guess that's why.
That's honestly a valid answer.
Like
Yeah.
mushrooms is something that as I eat it more, the less I like it. Like in a meal. Like I can start out liking mushrooms at the beginning of the meal, but just it's as I eat it more, the less I like it.
See, mushrooms aren't good cold. That's the thing.
Yeah. And
So
if
you
they're
have.
overcooked, they're just too mushy.
Oh yeah.
for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Just all mushrooms. I don't like them.
See, I'm a huge texture when it comes to
Yeah, and I
it, so I
think that's
cannot
what it
stand the
is.
texture of mushrooms. And like people make fun of me for this all the time, but like I love nuts, all right? But I cannot stand almonds because they're too
Yup.
crunchy. They are too crunchy for me.
No
Dude,
shit.
almonds?
Brazilian
Almonds
ones.
have
Those
actually,
are
I
the
would agree.
best
Okay.
consistency wise. Brazilians.
Almonds have a weird consistency for nuts. I
Right?
love I love nuts. I love tree nuts. I love like cashews and peanuts. Almonds are fucking weird. It's
Right?
like
Like what is
it's
wrong
like a
with them?
little nut wants to be a coconut.
I think my issue with almonds is the taste. I can't stand the taste of almonds.
See,
It's like
I don't even know what they taste like because I can't eat them because they're too fucking crunchy.
what?
I put one in I
What?
put one in my mouth, I bite into it, and I'm gagging because I can't
Okay, never
stand
mind, Mary. I'm
how
sorry
crunchy it
I
is.
offended you. I don't know what it tastes like. That's funny.
I got a good one. Um, like what if you had to explain human nature, what's the best way to explore it? Like if you had to explain it to like let's say an alien and to explain human nature, would it be through psychology, philosophy, or biology?
Oh, oh,
I feel like I scratched again.
Philosophy for me.
Yeah,
no,
I
shut
think
up.
I'd have to go with philosophy
Nope,
also.
nope. I'd have to go a combination of biology and psychology and go right with you wanna really explain human nature? Watch a dog salivate when you put food in front of it.
Yeah. I
Interesting.
mean,
Yeah,
that's one way.
that's
Yeah, if
one
that's how
way,
you
but
wanted to. Yeah,
if
if
that's
that's
how
how.
you want to do it, that's how you want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's
No,
no
I
real
think
right or wrong answer. It's
No,
just
not at all.
how would you
no,
prefer
no. To
to
me, the human nature is it's so like an
animalistic?
id. It is such a freaking just a natural response. Like you're salivating when food's put in front of you.
Yep. I DC'd again.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, you both did.
You did this last time. That's because you're twins.
So go on, Bobbler. Go on.
Why are you copying me?
But I think personally, I like the idea of
I don't know, Jackal.
dogs salivating because you put food in front of them because it's a learned behavior, and the salivation gland is a digestive response to breaking down food. So it's a preemptive thing that something does to eating, and it just. I think it's to the point of when you think you're in control, there are so many factors that predetermine your control response that you don't even know. You don't think about breathing, do you? You don't think about your heartbeat. You don't think about the fact that when you're really hungry and if you feed food, you salivate because your saliva is going to
Mhm.
break down the food better.
So that's how you'd explain it. It's just like we're predetermined responses.
Not
Like,
completely, but yes, I think a lot of it. But that's why I
mm-hmm.
also added the psychological. I don't
Yeah.
think completely. I get psych literally from what I went to college with my psych major. It's the biggest argument is nurture versus nature. Is it predisposition genetics or is it how you're raised? The adopted person behaves different because
Yeah.
they're adopted and raised in a different environment. Is it what you're taught or is it what you're predetermined?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you think it's one of those, you're kind of silly. You might be
Mm-hmm.
right. I think it's a combination of the both, but I think we overlook a lot of the things that we don't even think about. Some of them are stereotypes. Like Dutch people are cheap. I say that because I'm super Dutch, but like maybe that's a that's a genetical thing that just got bred into us or whatever. You know, I don't want to take that for granted. Maybe there is innate behavior. Why do all dogs and wolves roll in the fucking grass after
And
they get
dead
baths?
animals.
Like, you know what I mean? You give a dog a bath, the first thing it wants to do is run into the yard and roll around. Why? They weren't taught that, but they all do it.
Mm.
That's a that's an innate behavior. Innate behaviors to me are awesome.
What about you, Zelda? What's your best way to explore human nature? Psychology, philosophy, or biology?
Honestly, philosophy, because the human mind is beautiful.
Dude,
Human mind is great if you really think about it.
Mm.
There's so much that we don't even know
Yeah.
of ourselves.
It's like that movie
Like,
Lucy, where we don't know shit about our brains, really.
yeah.
I will say this. I'll say this. To me, philosophy is someone in the psych department that didn't know how to back it with the scientific method.
Oh, but that's not the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is how would you best explore human nature to, let's say, someone not accustomed to life here. It's not a debate on what the best
No, I know
mode
that,
is.
but
It's the conversation is how would you personally describe
yeah,
human
you're right.
nature?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was looking at the wrong way.
So you were going with philosophy, Zelda?
Yeah.
What would you
Yeah,
say to describe it though?
like how would you do that?
That's a good question.
Yeah, how would you go about explaining it to the alien?
Well, I guess going off what I was going on, our mind is very diverse. The way we think, the way we do things, the way we solve problems. You know,
Yeah, it's a
the
good
way we
one.
make solutions.
Mm-hmm.
The way we always, how we go from instinct to thought. You know what I mean? How sometimes we could just let instinct do our own thing,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
versus how we sit there and think, like just trying to you know what I'm getting at, like trying to diversify between instinct and thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
that's a good one. Yeah, I think explaining the philosophy one is a little harder just because you're trying to explain like a thought and a belief. Yeah.
You're explaining a thought and belief that a lot of people don't even understand themselves.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
why I
like
think it's so beautiful.
if I had to explain to some unworldly being human nature through philosophy, it would probably just trying to explain like yeah, things happen in this world off of, group mentality and acts of violence and, acts of, love and shit.
Yeah,
But like
Like,
deep down we all have a like a belief that we hold on to,
yeah,
and
I
that
will say,
yeah, and like that's
I
what
am
kind of drives us with our
I'm
decisions,
very
like an
I'm very
underlining.
logically brained. Like my degree, I got a degree in human biology and psychology. Philosophy, I always kind of, and I already did. I kind of laugh at it. It's like, uh, you made a good point to the whole idea of a thought and whatever. But it's also it is not a natural thing for me to want to process.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Mary, what's your
And I'm not
take?
saying you're wrong or I'm right, but it is a weird thing that I have. I kind of it's just not a natural. I mean, I like the 1 + 1 = 2. It makes sense to me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah, you need more a
Take it down
direct,
with me, Joe.
yeah, a direct explanation for doing.
Like,
What about you,
and
Mary?
I'm also I always kind of biased because one of my friends is super in philosophy, and we always kind of butt heads. But he's kind of a dickhead too. Joe knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What about you, Mary?
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know how I'd even begin to try describing human nature, you know?
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Right? Like,
It really is a
espe-
hard one.
Like especially if it was up to you, and that this one person or this one thing was gonna get all of its information, and it's
it,
Oh,
like, what does it
how,
mean
yeah.
to be human? Like, that's,
hey,
I don't know.
I got a good
Try
question.
your best to describe it. Hold on to your question, Bobs.
I am.
I have no way to describe it. I have
No?
no idea how I'd even try. Like, I don't. I have no idea. I just exist.
See,
Same.
I'd personally tell people, I'd be
It's
like,
such a
look,
deep question.
we're human beings, and we like to essentially be a virus. We can be a good virus at times, but we also can just destroy everything in our path.
Yep.
All in a moment's second. That's what I'd say.
Fuck.
Mm,
Fuck. Fuck. No, I'm good.
No, actually feel like I got a decent question.
What's your question?
shoot it.
So, imagine we're in a universe where you like a species transcends and becomes part of like an all-knowing kind of council. Like we're talking like aliens, and like you get to be in this council of other
Like a
species.
space federation or something.
Yeah, yeah. But instead of ascending as a species, you ascend, and your species is eradicated. But like you, instead of ascending as a species, you would get to ascend as an idea.
Oh, that's good.
What is the one idea the human race puts forth, in your opinion, if you were like your council?
What's the one?
What idea would we put forward? What would we bring as humanity
Is
to
that
that
what you're
thing?
asking?
Yeah.
So, what idea would we bring to a new species?
Yep. You get an idea, and it's not even a species, it's an ideology. Like you just get to put one idea forward, and the species is gone. We're human race.
I would have to go with like one ideology of what a human is what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah.
I would say we're a species
Like-
of greed.
Yeah. Actually, not.
Yeah,
It's not a
It's
good
not,
one.
dude,
but
that's
it's
not horrible.
accurate.
that's not. Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
what
mine
you
would.
strive for.
No,
I think
but
mine would be, yeah, if I had to bring the idea and the roundedness of my species would probably be survival.
Yeah, that's it.
that's a good one, yeah.
I'd go ego.
Ooh, ego's a good one, yeah.
Instinct too. I feel instinct would be a good one too.
Instinct's good. I like instinct.
Human instinct is. Yeah. I
That's a
feel
good one.
human instinct is really strong.
Damn. Mary.
What the fuck is the question?
Mhm.
All right, here's the optimist of the group: tolerance.
Tolerance. Yeah.
I tolerate Joe all the time. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's a good one. If you had to bring forth your
I
ideology.
know, I strive to get my alcohol tolerance a little higher every day.
One more ounce higher.
You can't start vomiting after 8 beers. You can get to 9. No, but tolerance is an
Tolerance.
awful word.
Why is it an awful word?
I don't know. No one wants to tolerate somebody when they can like truly accept them.
Oh, I made
Well,
it
yeah,
to the
but
top.
we
What's
go
up, losers?
our like entire lives basically just tolerating people, and then we find certain
guess that's
people that we
true.
can tolerate more than others, you know?
Like sometimes I tolerate lactose.
I can't
Is it a-
tolerate lactose.
Okay, I work for a dairy company. I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant. It's horrible because I drink their product all the time and I get really sick.
You know, our body only has can only take a certain amount of lactose, like overall
Maybe
in your
that's
life.
what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say like humans aren't really designed to freaking to
Like, we aren't designed
sustain
to
a
drink milk.
to sustain a
consistently.
diet of exactly.
Yeah.
Especially the milk of another species.
animal,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Yeah, but women don't let me drink their tit milk.
Oh my god.
I'm stuck with a fucking cow.
Jesus.
Oh, how much more simple life would be.
That'd be so weird. I'm sorry, Mary. That was rude.
It's okay.
Oh, your character's lagging everywhere.
Yeah, I can tell everyone's lagging everywhere right now.
that car one is really cool.
So
Tell him
shall
stop.
the next question should be,
How is everyone faster than me?
What's the next question, Joe?
let's go to the age-old question of the supernatural. If you could be a supernatural being, what one would you go
Like a
for?
superhero?
Superpower?
No,
What are you
like
talking about?
supernatural
No,
being,
like
like ghosts,
Supernatural being.
ghosts, and all that.
ghosts, demons, vampires, all that fun stuff.
I'd be a ferret.
Fucking ferret.
Supernatural. Probably just be a ghost.
Yeah.
Just to hang out. Yeah, just
I
to
don't
hang
know.
out.
I actually don't know. See, one time the idea of a ghost appealed me, and then I watched the show Supernatural, and they made it like ghosts kind of minds decay until they're like completely
Crazy.
nothing.
Yeah. See, I think I would take a vampire. Does that count as supernatural?
That is
No,
supernatural.
Joey, that's totally natural.
Yeah, I would go vampire then.
Vampire.
Yep.
Why?
Because I already don't mind nighttime. And,
I hate garlic.
fuck.
Garlic's
I
amazing.
forgot about that. I might have to choose. I'm just kidding. No, the immortality play also in the vampire Like it's just a
Oh,
they're
stake
not
through the
immortal.
heart will kill me, or sunlight.
Wait, what is it? Immortality?
Like
They're mortal.
no, they can't die unless they're killed.
It's like an elf and. Can I go elf?
That's supernatural, yeah.
I might go dwarf. It'd be nice to try to be a little.
A dwarf is not supernatural. There are real life dwarfs.
I guess that's true. There are dwarfs. I forgot about
supernatural.
them.
They're here. They
Got
live.
you there.
They live.
I'm thinking Lord of the Rings.
They
And I
live.
was like, North are real.
They live.
It was love our North viewers right there.
God, yeah. Oh my goodness.
That was
That was-
hilarious.
That was pretty good. That was
That's
pretty
funny.
good.
Um,
Do you guys think ghosts are real? And
Oh
have
yeah,
you had
100%.
any-
Oh, yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Have you okay? So have you had any experiences with ghosts?
I've had so many experiences, dude. I am a firm believer in ghosts
Yeah, me too.
and demons.
I am after moving into this house.
I don't believe in ghosts.
It's just like, why not? I mean, I'm a very into the spiritual world too. Like, I think the spirit
Yeah,
world's very.
because of my Native American family. I'm
Yeah.
very
Hey,
into
same
the
here.
spiritual
Yeah,
world.
same here. My native roots
I-
have a lot to do with that too.
Do you guys believe in religion then?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not religious. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you believe in the idea of heaven and hell.
Yeah.
I believe in the idea of a
I
higher
believe in
power.
divine beings. Divine, like there are beings.
Okay,
older
no,
than
no,
us.
I
Right.
could say I believe in that. I don't believe in afterlife at all. I think you're dead. It's done. It's fucking cut and dry.
You're just decomposing and there's nothing.
There's nothing. Like
I
lights
don't
are
believe
out,
that there's any
it's
like spiritual energy or
Like that's
no,
it.
like
You're
my
just
grandpa
gone.
died. I'm never gonna see him again 'cause he's dead.
See, I believe in a higher power, and I think it is a god. I also can see reincarnation being a thing. Like I could become a squirrel. I also
Oh.
think that I could also like be living multiple lives. Like I die and then I'm also just a different being, but I lose my memory. That could also be a
Yeah.
possibility.
I'll say this: I don't believe in afterlife and yada yada yada. I will say my beliefs are not set in stone. I am equally or more likely to be wrong than anybody else.
Yep. But that's the
Mhm.
beauty of religion.
Yep.
You put your faith in
And
an I don't know.
No, but I'll also say this: I have my belief now. It doesn't mean it won't change tomorrow.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not set in stone. I have what I think is, but you know, a lot of people look at me and some people say like, that's kind of sad. You don't believe in heaven and hell. Like, in my belief, my grandpa died. I'll never see him again. They're like, well, that's really sad. I look at it different. I look at it as you gotta kind of take every moment. You can't take moments for granted.
Yeah, I like that.
You don't get an infinite amount of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good put.
Utilize it now and live in the moment. Not like completely like don't throw your life away for one moment, but you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And that could
Sometimes
also bring it
don't-
back to the multiverse too. Like,
Yeah, I know, but like don't wait on the promise of tomorrow when you have the reward today type of deal.
yeah.
Which I think people do. Wait, is this like the bomb game but in reverse?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy was stun locking me. This Chad.
Oh, God damn it. Are we
Yeah, I definitely
know.
believe in ghosts. I've physically seen one in this house before and heard him, and so have my cousins, and yeah,
Yeah,
was
with the experiences
horrifying.
I've had, I can't not believe in them.
Really?
Can you stop reaching me from
Yeah.
downtown, Mary?
What are your experiences, Mary?
So no one ever believes me when I tell this story.
Ooh, let's hear it.
And I
We're
don't re-
ready.
I don't really
Everyone
blame
stay
them at
quiet. Here
all.
comes the podcast story.
So when I was younger, I'd say I was like, I don't know, 6, maybe 7. I lived in this like really old house, and I woke up one night to someone like calling my name from down the hall, and I'm like, "Oh, it's just my mom. I should go see what she wants." It didn't sound like my mom. It was just like this fucking voice, and it was just calling my name over and over again. So I get out of bed, I walk down the hall. There's like nothing there. It's pitch black, and like at this point I'm getting like really scared. So I turn around, I try to go back to my room, and then something grabs my ankle, pulls me down, and starts dragging me down the hallway.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a ghost. That sounds like a
No.
fucking demon, dude.
Yeah, it sure was. Um,
Some
so
poltergeist, pretty sure.
it was fucking terrifying. And in that house, that house specifically, I've had so many experiences like that where something is just calling my name or like grabbing me while I'm sleeping.
Ooh,
So, I'm a very
that is
firm believer.
horrifying. Yeah, my experience here, me and my lady were chilling in my room, and this is after like nights of like hearing footsteps walking through the house. Like
Mhm.
there was an old man who died in this house of a heart attack in his old age, and he was an old countryman, and like I live out in the country, like ranches and all that stuff, and I would hear someone walking around the house with boots on, like scuffing the floor, sound like very distinct boots. And one night, me and my lady, we were just hanging out, and I walk out of the room, and right when I walk out of the room, I could see kind of down the hall into the living room kitchen area. And I open up, and there's this pillar right in the middle. There's this old pillar right in the middle, and I open up the door and just glance out, and I could see the silhouette, like in pitch black, like I could see half a silhouette peeking from the other side of the pillar, and I double back, look at it, and it just takes off, poof, like in a run off to the side, out of view through the room, and it like just the distinct silhouette of like just a man standing there, and I just slam the door, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my, someone's in the house, someone's in the house. So I run back out there, and I'm like, who, like freaking out, who's here, who's here, searching the rooms and stuff, and there was nobody else home, and I was freaking out. It was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in this house.
Fuck.
That
Yeah,
was horrifying.
I had one situation in our old house, like the one we just moved out of. Me and the wife were asleep, right? And all of a sudden, all doors are locked. We're asleep, and all of a sudden there was a boom, and then you could hear the downstairs. Their closet doors were opening and shutting. So I get up and I'm like, oh shit! Like I'm freaking out. Quinn is freaking out. Marissa's still passed out. So I grab my sword, because I kept a sword under my bed, and a bow and arrow. So I grab my sword and my bow and arrow. So I walk downstairs, and I'm like, Quinn, you need to follow me downstairs. And she was not going down there. She did not go. She didn't follow me down. I go down there.
Oh my god.
My 2 closets were open, but I don't remember if I left them open or not, or if the wife opened them. But there was nothing down there. And it was like scariest moment in my life, because I thought we were being robbed instantly. Like instantly. I was like, fuck, someone's robbing us. But yeah.
That is horrifying. Yeah, and then today, of all things, me and my cousins are out at the table just chilling, and my cousin's girlfriend like had just left, and after she leaves, he comes back into the room, and he's like, dude, you guys are not gonna believe this shit. He was like, dude, so when she showed up and walked into the room, all random, she says, oh yeah, by the way, you have spirits here in your house. And my cousin was like, what are you talking about? Like, because he's never told her that. He's like, what are you talking about? Why would you say that? And she was like, oh, when I went home the other day, I saw my cousin. Her cousin is like some self-proclaimed witch, and she said that when she saw her cousin, that he was like, hey, where were you? like, and she was like, oh, I was just over there, and that he was like staring at her up and down and was like, yo, that house has spirits in that fucking house. Like, you should not go back there. And so she goes and tells him that, and he comes out and tells us, and we're like sitting there at the table, like, what the fuck? And
That's
he was like,
freaky.
dude, yeah. She said that the cousin who's a witch picked up on her and was like, there are spirits in that house, dude. Bad spirits in that house. And I was like, fucking A, dude. Like,
Great. The place I just
good.
bought.
So, I've always been a firm believer of kind of how, like, you can be biased on a situation.
Okay.
You're like, you're thinking the, whatever you think about can, dispose your behavior or whatever. So me personally, I've never thought of, like, I've never been a believer of ghosts or anything.
Yeah.
My parents, my mom, maybe. My dad's the same as me. No, like, you believe in ghosts? No, I'm not a kid. Ghosts aren't real. That's kind of his thought process.
Yeah.
And how the hell? So my parents went up to Mackinac Island. And they stayed in a hotel room. So my dad is like kind of this savant when it comes to hey, I lost my keys. Have you seen them around the house? And my dad would be like, yeah.
Let's go.
They were sitting on the freaking right arm of the sofa. They fell in between the seats. Like, this is how he is. I'm like, hey, have you seen this piece of paper I had a month ago? And my dad would be like, yeah, I put this in the second drawer. It's in between these. Like, my dad knows exactly where everything is.
Yeah, I know your dad. This is very true. His
Yeah.
dad's like one of the. I've never even talked to him, I don't think. No, I've said
No, I
hi.
guarantee.
That's about it.
He probably said hi and was polite, and that's
Yeah.
about it. Doesn't say anything bad, but never gives anything away about his personality. But, and you've known enough from what I've told you about my dad, but he is very, he knows where everything is. He's basically like a person with like autism almost. Like, it's his savant talent. And my dad went to this hotel room, and my dad, like, the whole time my dad's like, shit's getting moved around. Like, stuff is not where I left it. And it was, and I was like, well, is someone coming in the room? He's like, no, I was in the room the whole time. Stuff got moved. It is not where I put it. It is not where I put it. And that's what he's telling me the whole trip. He's like, yeah, your mom, she put her phone down on the frickin' end table, and next thing you know, it'd be in the bathroom.
Yeah, see,
like,
yeah, fuck that.
And my dad,
Hotels
I'd be
scare
like,
me
Dad, are you?
sometimes.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, Dad, are you sure she didn't just move it? And he's like, no, I know, because as soon as she put the thing in her. She put it on the end table. She came back with it. She went to go get a bag of ice. Then she brought the bag of ice back. Then she laid down on the. And this is what my dad does. All right. And I was like, all right. So they looked up the room, and there was a bunch of haunted lores for
On
the
the
room they
room?
stayed in the Mackinac.
That's
And
insane.
they had no idea. And it was so weird because it was like my dad is a super skeptic.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
he doesn't. He is. It is literally like, to this day since I've hung out with him. It's like, hey Dad, have you seen my wallet? And he'll be like, it's not even not even a second of hesitation. He tells me where it is.
That's crazy.
So I have a hard time believing he made that type of error. And he even is not. He's not even a skeptic anymore. Like he's like, maybe it is real.
Do you have any stories like that, Zelda?
The only one that I can think of off the top of my head was not even an experience of my own, but well, okay, technically one of my own, but it wasn't like a scary story, but it definitely made me affirm my beliefs of like spirits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when my sister was getting married, and she wanted me to walk her down the aisle, since my dad passed away when I was 7.
You know.
So I remember as I was walking her down, like there was a moment of like, damn, this is really happening. I'm marrying my sister off,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, I just felt proud. Like, and I to this day I still believe that was my father there with me, giving me
Yeah,
that same strength.
Yeah,
that's dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick.
that is cool.
Yeah.
That's a good supernatural story.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, all of
cool.
mine are scary. I've never not had a bad experience with spirits.
Well, let me give you some positivity.
Yeah,
You ever
that's pretty
think
cool.
memories actually keep people alive?
Oh yeah, they do.
Do what now?
Memories keep people alive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, if you don't ever bring those people up or talk about them or think about them, then they don't exist anymore.
I got one buddy I had one buddy from high school, like from elementary school. We kind of had the same upbringing. We were like one of the few people that wrestled and were really good. We were always like we didn't do everything. We weren't best friends, but like we had the same kind of. We wrestled and we did the same things. We went to each other's houses. Well, after college, he ended up killing himself, and like I get the most vivid dreams about him sometimes. It's weird.
Turn.
Turn on.
I don't know. I've never tried to.
I know how. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I definitely think memories keep people alive.
Sometimes I feel like I'm supposed to be dreaming about him because it keeps his memory alive.
Oh yeah.
That's stupid.
I don't know though, but
Do you guys think ever? Do you like for me? Like, do you guys ever feel like your ancestors and their spirits and people who care about you are like around you? Like, is there like any sort of visual cue that goes off for you that you're like you can be there? Like for me, like I mean, like native shit too, reincarnation and your ancestors and them being with you and giving you strength and stuff like that. For me, it's butterflies. It's the weirdest thing ever, but like it's so crazy to explain. Like whenever my kids are out playing, there's always these butterflies who always happen to just come through and like play with them and stuff. And
Hey,
then like whenever
this is a
I'm
weird-
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're going on about.
oh yeah,
this
and
is
like
a weird topic that I can't relate completely. But one of my friends' grandpas passed away, and he was convinced cardinals showed up in his memory.
Yup, that's exactly the story I was gonna say.
that's hardcore.
And one of my dad's favorite bird was a cardinal.
Oh,
And so every time we would always see a cardinal, I would always be like, "Hey, mom, dad's here with us," or she would mention it, there's a cardinal here, and
You don't know though.
it's
It could be a human's way of like, I bought a freaking GMC Sierra, and now I notice Sierras more, but you gotta wonder about it.
Yup.
Maybe it is the Cardinals showing up. That'd be cool as shit if you got reincarnated as a Cardinal.
that would be cool as shit.
Maybe-
I'm not gonna lie.
in some native tribes, the cardinal is actually, like they bring in the spirits and stuff like that.
Oh, I got a new question. If reincarnation was real, what animal or life form would you come back as? Mary, you go first.
Moss. Always moss.
Oh yeah,
Why?
I remember you were big about that.
Why?
Why moss?
Why moss? Because why would you not just want to reincarnate as so fucking chill? You just chill on a tree in a forest, just
So
watching everything.
we're only reincarnating into
Hey.
a plant, or
Of
No,
an
no,
animal or a
no.
life form. Moss is a life form.
I might take a. I'm personally gonna take a great white.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd want to be an ocean caricature.
I will say.
No,
I'll say this, Joey. It's a good choice. I would never do it because I like sleeping so much. I never want to sleep with half my brain at the same time.
Oh yeah, I get it. Oh
You know
fuck!
what I mean?
I
You
just
gotta
was playing as
really-
pink.
Oh fuck. No, but you know what I mean. They gotta keep swimming to get the flow through
That
their
was
gills.
actually found faults on the History Channel during Shark Week.
Oh really?
Yeah, they actually
that's-
found a bunch of great whites in a cave, and they don't swim or anything when they sleep. They were all just standing still, and they were confused. And yeah, they just
Oh, I
Do
didn't
nothing.
know that. Nick. No, you got me.
Fuck.
For I'd have to choose a butterfly just because it's freaking. I see it all the freaking time, like with my kids, and then like whenever I get into these moods, and I'm just like outside, and I'm just like having a moment of just like fuck, like just negativity. They always like seem to just come. It's crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. What about that? What would you guys want to be if you were in the ocean? Mary,
Orca.
obviously,
that's
like
not
coral.
Any life form.
No, I'd be a jellyfish. I just don't want a brain.
That's pretty valid.
I don't
if I-
like the
yeah.
human version of it.
Yeah, if I had to come back to something badass in the ocean, it'd be an orca.
Yes, somebody is on a treadmill.
Orcas are crazy. They have their own languages and families and cultures and stuff. Like they are insane.
They're also fucking pricks.
Sure are.
That they are.
Jackal wants to know if someone's on a treadmill.
Yeah, my wife
Jackal-
is.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
He can
7
hear
in the
that?
morning.
it's okay. What? Yeah, she's working out. She works
He can
out.
hear that. I can't hear that. I can't hear that through the.
You guys
through the-
got a
the mic.
treadmill? When did you get a treadmill?
Since ever, I think. I don't know how long this thing's been here.
I don't either. I never for that.
You know, if you never would have said that, I would have never mentioned Jackal's comment. I never would have noticed it.
No?
Where are you guys picking that up on the Twitch or through Discord? Because I'm not
Twitch.
hearing that.
Oh my god!
Okay, yeah,
all
I
can hear
just
is the treadmill now.
yeah,
too.
I just turned up the.
I don't even have to
Twitch.
stream on. I can still hear it somehow.
This is
Probably when
so
I talk.
funny.
I can hear it. There's,
That is
like,
so
clear as
funny.
day.
Yeah, it's coming through the Twitch. That's what it is. I turned it up and I heard it. Oh, that's what it is.
Is it super loud or just mediocre?
It's pretty loud.
Oh well.
No, it's pretty obnoxiously loud.
It is what it is. She's got to get her workout in.
You gotta get 8 more minutes.
8 more minutes, she said.
Oh, I don't blame her. That's more important than what we're doing. We're talking about being a fucking moth and jellyfish.
Why are you coming at me like that, Bobbler? Would you not want to be a jellyfish though? Just no brain, just floating around in the ocean.
Oh my god, you
Drugs
gave
for
both those
dolphins?
examples, didn't you? Oh, No, actually, I don't think I'd want to be a jellyfish when I could be an octopus.
That's
Octopi.
valid. but
Camouflage.
Octopi have
100%,
big brains, and I don't want that. You know?
100% octopus.
100%.
100% that like fucking skin changing chameleon manipulation fucking doing my little intel dance on the fucking sea
they
I
don't
floor.
even
just
think-
accidentally force started that. I'm sorry.
You're good.
They don't even think that like octopi are like from this world. That's how like gnarly they are.
Right? They're not. They're fucking
Yeah, it's like,
insane. Like,
They literally think like these might have come from somewhere else because there's nothing else that has the capabilities of this thing with its brain functions and all that. Like
I have a
just
big enough brain as a human. I don't want one.
Yeah, they are like crazy.
No, I think they
smart.
actually are smarter than I am.
Yeah, no, they are like crazy freaking smart.
But as any animal though, because water's boring and it's just wet and cold.
Like mushrooms. Mushrooms are freaking crazy.
Mushrooms
Like,
are crazy.
Like spores. Spores can exist in vacuums. Like
No,
Yo.
hey,
they
we'll do a plant
they can
one
find
next.
spores on asteroids. That
Yeah.
is fucking insane.
The flood.
Shut up. It took me a
As far as I
minute.
didn't get a
I never-
chuckle out of Joe.
I never thought about it that
The
way.
flood.
Yeah, that's the flood.
No, but any animal.
Any animal.
Dude, I might go house dog.
Ah, they do got a great life.
They do have a great life.
Not all. Not all. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you were a dog in China.
That's real.
That's racist.
What?
I can't wait for my penis to
They
be
don't
equal.
all eat dogs, dude.
No, there's
Yukon
literally a
wolf.
day of the year where they do it.
Yeah. The Yukon wolf.
Yeah.
That'd be hardcore.
Okay, either way, I'm just saying. You imagine being like a house dog to a slightly athletic old lady that takes you on walks? God,
Slightly
that's the
athletic old
fucking
lady.
I like that.
So specific.
That's pretty good.
Slightly athletic.
Yeah, slightly athletic, so it's like you still get the next
Just
That's
enough
what I
athletic to
want.
be healthy.
I don't want to go on runs, but I like to go outside.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is funny.
That would
What
be.
does it mean to die well?
Like, I want to be that slightly overfed fucking lad that gets treats that aren't carrots and. But I get to still hear the word walk once in a while.
Yeah, but not
Slightly
all the time.
athletic.
God, I feel like I need a fucking sidekick with a fucking Tommy gun in my fucking passenger window hanging out right now.
Because of the vehicle.
Yeah, right? Don't you
I
feel that
know.
though?
It's like you
Yeah.
feel like Al Capone.
Like I should have a fucking wingman that could fucking throw a turtle shell at you guys.
I didn't know we were playing Mario Kart.
This is way harder than Mario Kart.
It really is.
I literally
Every time I
just
play
got
this, I
upset.
always
I'm
say, "Hey,
so
I'm meet me in
bad.
Mario Kart."
God, we need to do that.
I'd be so down if everyone had like a Switch and we got Mario Kart. I'd be so down for that one day.
I
Yes,
don't have a
sir.
Switch.
No, I was thinking more of like we can get an online emulator and just play it.
That'd be cool.
See, but that's
I
not
want to play
fun.
the
though.
old one. I want to play the old ones though, like Double Dash.
Yeah, I love my quality of life mechanics from 8.
Like,
go
I'm
back-
on
want to go back to any
N64.
Oh yeah.
Hi,
We
Red.
played
Bye, Red.
Oh wait, I thought the game's over. Venom won.
Still got to play for second and all that.
Are you serious? I stopped.
Bye, Mary. Bye, Mary.
Joey, what color are you?
Scion.
I just.
Hey, now that I
Bobbler.
see what you're doing, I'm racing your ass off right now.
Yeah?
If I pass you, yeah, I'm right on your ass.
Okay, let's see you pass me. No, you didn't
We just
finish.
We just both crashed. Oh, let's just follow.
That was my first crash.
Do we have another topic of discussion?
Best flavored potato chips.
Sour cream and onion, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's kinda-
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's gotta be sour cream and
So
onion.
easy.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
If you say
guys
anything
got
else,
me.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
Michael?
I have a lot that I like, and it's
What
funny
was
because
the-
like
what's
sour
that?
cream and onion is not even like top 3. Right?
Block.
Not even
I like
top 3?
Yeah.
Block, dude.
Cause like I love the cheddar sour cream.
There's
oh,
barbecue.
that is a good one. That is a good
Why are
one.
we forgetting about
That
barbecue?
is a good one.
That's fucking delicious.
Okay,
Oh,
but
wait,
nothing beats sour cream and onion. Like, I'm sorry.
Agreed.
Now this just sounds really basic. It sounds kind of disgusting, but like the salt and pepper one.
Salt and
That's
vinegar is
really
good too.
Oh my god, my girlfriend's favorite is that god dang salt and pepper.
I used to love the dill pickle one.
Oh my god, I forgot about dill pickle. Yeah.
Dill pickle was so good growing up.
Wait, how do you guys do this one? I keep just throwing my bat.
That's what you do.
That was like baseball.
I'm gonna catch up to you,
Where am
Joe. That's right, I will.
I'm too drunk for this.
I was so used to being on the right side at first that I was just like, wait a minute.
I wanted to go do something on the chat, so I wasn't registered. I kept pressing space because I didn't click on my home screen for the game. I wasn't doing anything.
See, I think really my favorite one is just like the regular plain Lays.
It's actually really good.
Just normal
I-
potato chip.
Even the off.
Yeah, just a
with
regular
French onion dip
or-
or hell of a good dip.
That's only if I have wavy Lays. If I have wavy Lays, give me some French onion. Your boy is all up in there. Oh, buzz off, Mary.
Did you guys see I won? I won something.
Stupid Bojack.
Stupid
cowboy. You
Bot.
dumbass. Dude, that's not what you want either.
Okay, next one.
Pickle,
So,
eggplant.
if you could go to, fuck, I forgot what it's called. If you could go to, a new planet, like, let's say, would you guys actually choose to go to the planet and be first exploration or kind of wait it out?
I'd be first. I want to go.
Yeah, I think
know.
if given the right equipment, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, like if it was a safe,
And I had people I
for
could
sure.
trust. I think that'd be a big thing for me is people. If I had people I could trust,
Yeah.
go on an exploration with, I would be more than down to do it.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I wouldn't want to go with anyone who would be like a risk to like the safety. Oh, what the?
We becoming
walk on your-
famous.
Oh, I forgot which one it
They
was.
never. Okay, that was bullshit. I sat around waiting for the second fucking cucumbers.
That sucks.
But nah. I will walk in your corpses and land on the second storm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if I'd want to be second. I'd want to be like third or
No,
fourth.
I know. I want to be like, fuck that, dude. That sounds like a pilgrimage.
Yeah, I don't want to do all the work. I'd rather get there at the end when everyone's done.
I think it would be
Oh.
fun.
Okay, I'll say one kind of historic event I'd like to live in would be like the Oregon Trail kind of era where it's like the storm, the new frontier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
I think that would be kind of a fun era to live in.
My people were already here, so I'd been set, chilling.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we'd all
Or
be
you
just
die
kicking back.
for when my people come and shoot you. Okay. First of all, I respect Native Americans completely.
Like, wait,
But I always
Cannot
make this
snipe
joke to Joey. Because one of my actual blood ancestors was Custard.
What?
Mhm.
What the hell did you just say to me?
Colonel Custard.
Oh, what the
No fucking
can't
way.
fuck?
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, like he's actually like I'm blood related to him. Actually, pretty close.
That's insane, dude.
And I always make the joke to Joey of like, "Hey, your ancestors killed my ancestors." Joe goes, "Your ancestors killed my ancestors." I go,
Yeah, and then I
Right.
make the joke, my ancestors killed my ancestors.
Or that'd be cool, man, to like just have like some like history like that.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be pretty cool to
you
like
know,
just.
my one side of my family, they were here before the Revolutionary War. They didn't come on the initial boats, but they were like the second wave Americans. Like they colonized. They were part of like my family's been here since 13 colonies, and
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool that you know that.
I know
Like, I was super
how
stoked
one of
when-
my side came to.
my family's really did well at keeping documentation and stuff.
Yeah, I only know because my last name was changed when he moved over. Cause like if you like people, the rap name is usually RAPP. Fun fact. And then my family member that came over from Ireland, he came over and changed his last name to RAAP when he arrived. And went to Michigan and did lumber work and almost died when he got a cut and it got infected, and then he lost an arm. And that's everything we know about our first pilgrimage of the Raps.
Sounds like you haven't changed much since them.
I mean, I've changed
You
quite
would
a
be the
bit.
person that got. You would be the one that got a infection off.
Yeah, but I would have died.
Not now.
No, I'm saying I would have been the unlucky, fortunate soul back then who died after.
Yeah, that's probably true. Not on my watch, Joey. I'd save you. I'd give you my blood. I'm pretty sure I'm like O negative, so it probably won't help. Or no, wait, no, I may be positive. It really wouldn't help. Unless you're AB positive.
Alright. Is this where we're calling it, or we got more topics?
Oh yeah.
Seems like a good place to call it.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we covered quite a lot.
Or if we get to 15 more minutes, we hit a 3 hour on the dot.
3-hour podcast?
Yeah.
Man, that's
Oh.
pretty damn good,
Okay.
dude. That is
Okay.
like super good.
Wait, no, it'd be, 3 hour, because it was at the 6 hour mark I started the 6 hours and 5 minutes. So yeah, 23 minutes. We'll go with a 2.5 hour podcast start was good.
Yeah. I think that's a
Hey,
good start.
hey.
Okay, let's say our goodbyes then. From the Chunky Nuts podcast, Joey is saying his goodbyes. I hope you guys have a great time and join us for the next podcast. We're going to try to do it maybe weekly. We haven't ever talked about it. That was the first time it's ever been brought up, was right there. So we'll see what we do.
All on the fly.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was good. We
But
had a lot of good
we'll be more
topics to talk
coordinated
about.
for the next one. So.
Oh yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely
kinda
go
this
over
was
an
just kind of on
itinerary.
the fly, and we'll come up with like what we're going to talk about Any
I brought my A
ideas?
game. This is the best you're gonna get from me.
Alright,
Hey,
so
man,
you
we
guys
just
go
gotta
ahead,
keep,
say
like-
your goodbyes so I can mark what time.
My name's not Mark. It's fucking Bobbler.
Oh yeah, from a
Zelda,
dude.
you know,
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
This
you
has
for
been cool.
listening.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks everyone
Well-
for hanging out. You know, for joining us,
It was very chill.
for even wanting to start this. You know,
I did a podcast, and if you want to stick with us, you're like probably the one of the one that stayed with us from day one. So you gotta keep fucking going, eh? In case we do get successful. My name's
Yeah.
Bobbler, and I love each cobbler.
Yeah, Jackal, thanks for being active in chat with us too. Appreciate it.
God damn, is Jackal's the day oneer?
Yep.
Yeah, Jackal
Jackal's
is
the day oneer.
Winner. He's gonna
Let's
get a
go.
special badge for being a day oneer.
Special badge on something, 'cause we have no idea even where we're gonna put these streams. I guess, I mean, we could just do it on my streams and then I just post them to YouTube and then we'll do like Discord or... We'll
Yep.
figure it out. We'll figure it the fuck out.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got
we
this.
can-
We
yeah.
got
We'll,
this.
Details.
we'll figure out the
Details.
specifics
Joey.
later.
Yeah.
This was just very impromptu. Just like, let's
Yeah.
just do the fucking podcast right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, screw the crunchy nuts. Can you just make them the Joe Raap Experience
Instead of the Joe Rogan.
Joe Raap Experience.
The Joe Raap Experience. That would be a good one.
Do that.
Well, okay, the
then-
Chunky Nuts
no,
name
no.
might change sometime. We'll make that official at some point when
No,
we
no,
actually make
you're
this whole
making-
thing official.
No, it's officially, you're making the podcast the Joe Raap Experience, and you're taking Joe Rogan's slogan, and you're gonna cop in a black and white with the your streaming logo that Marley made. That's black and red, or black and red, and just
Yeah.
cop that into the Joe Rogan Experience. You know what I'm talking about?
I've never even watched it.
All right, well,
No,
my
no,
fellow
his-
nuts,
No,
I'm
his
gonna hop off
slogan-
right now,
his
so you
slogan
guys
is
all have a
face
good
with,
night.
like a circle around
Alright,
it.
see
And
you,
I'll
son.
see you guys
Yeah.
in a
Yeah,
couple
you have
hours.
a great one, dude.
Alright.
Yeah, see you around.
See you
Alright, see you
later.
guys.
See ya.
Alright, so 8 hours, 47 minutes.